Sometimes streaming gives me a headache because I don't understand it half the time. So, not that not that it's bad. It's just it gives me a fucking headache. Let's see. Oh, I might not be streaming the right thing. Okay. Let's begin. Hello. Hello. Welcome, viewers, if there are any of you. There might not be any of you, but that's okay. Oh my gosh, I have to jump through so many hoops to make sure this works. It's so annoying. Okay. Alright, I think I got it. Woo! I think we did it. We're gonna boost the audio a little bit. Because last time the audio was like, or the game audio was very quiet. For good reason. Because the thing with Danganronpa is, for some reason, you can't adjust the audio, and it's the most annoying thing ever. Alright. Oh, don't look at that. Don't look at that. That's not good. You can see my desktop. Hopefully there's nothing bad there. Here we are. Oh my lord, it's so loud. Hate how loud it is. It is miserable how fucking loud these games are. Okay, that's not so bad. I'm gonna lower it a little bit on stream. Let's lower it to that much. Okay, I think it's still audible. Hopefully it's not, like, it overpowers my voice. That would be bad. Alright, so last time, Kyoka was dead. Very sad, She was cool, I guess. I don't know. I think she was cool. She might not have been. I don't know. And we have to investigate now. Yep, we are starting the stream. I'm not gonna lie, I don't actually remember. Kyoka, just why? You didn't deserve this. Maybe she did, I don't know. Hey, Yuki, it's dangerous to go in. But... He's right, I heard this from Akuma the other day while walking the hallway. The machine guns will roast for the hatches if we try to enter the restroom with the opposite sex. But Kyoka's in there, and we can't even check on her? Yuki, calm yourself. Let the girls get to her. Hey, no, please don't. I ask you all to refrain from doing anything that may disrupt the crime scene. Tsurugi, I don't think you have to act like a policeman here. A friend of ours died, and you're just acting like it's another day on your job. I apologize. I'm also reflecting on my inability that caused this tragedy. I don't deserve to stand here with you. But still, I ask for your cooperation. We still have to investigate the situation and find the truth. The truth? The truth? Fuck, how do you... Yo, dude, the truth. What do you mean by that? Why do you think Kyoka died? Tell me, were you thinking she just killed herself because of that rope around her neck? Then Kyoka was really murdered? Yo, dude, that's how you do the voice. I forgot for a second, it scared me. Okay, I'm not gonna do the high-pitched voice from Monokuma, because that destroyed my voice last time.
Bingo! Bingo! That'll be correct. Kyoka Maki was murdered.
It's still high-pitched, but it's not, like, as screechy as it once was. Monokuma, you son of a bitch.
Wait a second, isn't it still possible for her to have killed herself? We haven't even started the investigation yet. Suicide! Nonsense! I can say for sure Kyoko was murdered by another person. And the perpetrator of such crime is, of course, one of you guys.
But that can't be true. One of us is the culprit. There's a culprit among us.
Certainly, that someone must have wanted to get her out so badly after seeing my motive video yesterday. Not that I'll blame anyone from it. After all, it's all just natural human tendency. We can't even really call that thing wrong, can you?
Nothing is wrong about murder? Do you not know that homicide is the worst possible crime that a person can commit?
Silly girl, that type of reason only works on the outside. You live in a different world, one that consists entirely of this school. In other words, the only law that exists here is school regulations.
There's really a murderer among us? Oh, among us. Like, who is it? Who is the killer? You damn criminal, stop this bullshit now.
You're scaring me, friendly reminder that beer hunting is illegal here. Huh? Anyway, don't be so mad, relax. I'm here to help, not to harm.
Help.
You see, boys, why weren't you having trouble because you can't enter the girls' restroom?
Here's my theory. My theory right now is that it was one of the guys, because it's too obvious with the rule that the guys can't enter the girls' bathroom. It has to be one of the guys. Maybe one of the girls moved the body, or maybe she moved, or Kyoka moved herself to the girls' bathroom. I'm placing my bets that it's one of the guys. And if it was anyone, it was probably Haru, just because he was out in the middle of the night. I bet you it had something to do with the Switch name tags. Haru is the first sus person in my mind. Okay.
So for this case, the restroom sensor will be disabled until the end of the class trial. Boo! Of course, that doesn't mean you can't do whatever you want. As the headmaster, promote healthy relationships between boys and girls.
Oh, he's homophobic then. Jesus.
In the investigation, for what? One friend of ours just died. Boo! Investigating the case of the upcoming trial. What else could it be?
Yeah, class trial.
That's right. Did I tell you? In order to graduate, you have to win the class trial after murdering someone. How will the blackened deceive the others while hiding their own identity? How will the remaining spotless find the blackened? The thrills. The investigation is all for that. Have you seen a detective who points out the culprit without any prior investigation?
Fuck, what does his voice sound like again?
You bastard, you gotta be kidding me. Well, spend the rest of your time wisely until I call you again. Last but not least, here's a bonus for you. I'll give you this, namely the Monokuma file. It's meant to be a guide for those who haven't encountered this kind of situation before. It contains some useful information like the cause of death and fatal injury. Well, some of you are experts on this field anyway, you might not need it. But as a matter of fact, it doesn't hurt to have one, do you? If you want one too, here you go.
Okay, we don't really need to read this. Because, you know, we get it. I get it. Is this Ray? Would that mean you already know the culprit? Yeah, it's Ray. Fuck yeah, I love Ray. Glad to hear that. I was wondering if Monokuma was trying to trick us again. As long as I have a fair game, it's fine. I'm fine. Kakaru, where have you been all this time? At the entrance to investigate. I came here when I heard a body was discovered. Liar. What? How can you be this late when there's a murder? Especially when you love to be so nosy like that.
Oh, that's right. How were you the only one missing when we were all here?
Huh, what are these morons talking about? Just confess already. Aren't you the killer? I told you Ray would be the sus one. She wasn't there. She doesn't have an alibi, whereas everyone else kind of does when they were in the dining hall. Wait, stop. It's not like that to fight with each other.
Boo, what's wrong? I'm left out. Well, fine. I won't let this get at me. Everyone, good luck on the investigation. See you later.
Okay, cool. After Monokuma left, no one dared to let out a word for a very long time. It was only natural. One of the 14 standing here murdered Kyoka. The familiar tension in the atmosphere, eyes doubting each other, the conflict was already at its climax.
So we are planning to do this forever.
Huh?
Will we stand here for the remainder of time doing nothing at all? Monokuma says that the punishment awaits the losing party of the trial.
Huh? Punishment? Does that mean execution?
Indeed. We all die if we fail to find the truth. That's why we have to do this. Okay, so I have to do this. I will die if I don't. By doing this, I will need to question every one of us and point someone out as the culprit. Still, I must do it. If I want to survive, it's inevitable. When I become aware of my surroundings again, I found myself unknowingly entering the girls' restroom. It hurt that I to doubt a friend, but a weird, yet more intense feeling was boiling up inside of me. I want to know, why did this happen to Kyoka? Who's the culprit that killed her? It's Haru. I want to find out. Curiosity took over my reason. And what do I want to do with it? I want to find that out as well. For now, it may be better to follow this intense craving for knowledge. Damn it! I will do it! I will expose the culprit and survive this game. That's the only option I have, right? So I'm hoping... Here we go, investigation. I'm hoping that this isn't as long as the ones in the actual game. Like, I assume because it's an RPG, it might be slower, or smaller. But we'll see. Before we start the investigation, let's read the Monokuma file. Yep, basics. Hey, look at that. The victim is Kyokamaki. The estimated time of death is around 6 a.m. The body was discovered hanging in the girls' restroom at the student dormitory. Okay. The cause of death is construction on the occiput. There seems to have been excessive blood loss from the wound. Okay, so this person was probably bleeding at a much faster rate than usual. Is that it? Some information would have helped. Well, I guess I'll start from here. Let's check anything that looks suspicious, and it might be a good idea to talk with other people so we can share our knowledge. I'll find out the truth. Yes, I will. Okay, the investigation has begun. Select truth bullets. Go over your can research. Okay. Okay. Monokuma file. So she was hung, which is very interesting. Okay, so these are the things we can investigate. That's very useful. There's something written on the wall. What the heck is that? Now, it doesn't look like any letters, so I don't think... It kind of looks like an N, but I don't think it is. I don't think it's a name. A vicious liquid with a dark yellow color splattered on the wall. I felt a bit more slippery than I thought when I gently touched it. It's oddly disturbing. I tried smelling the liquid with my finger. Yuck, is that pee? Oh my god, is that piss? What does it smell? It's somehow familiar. Don't tell me that's fucking piss.
Have you smelt that liquid?
Yes, do you know what it is?
I cannot say for certain, but I believe the odor is the closest to that of rubber.
Rubber. Yeah, that sounds pretty accurate. But it's not just rubber. It smells terrible, like an ugly mixture of rubber and oil. It's on the floor, too. What do you think that is? Maybe it's been there since the first day. No, that's unlikely.
Does it not look like the stain is heading towards Kyoka's body?
Where's Kyoko's body? Kenji made a convincing point. An explanation I can think of is the liquid trickled down the wall and to the floor, eventually falling Kyoko's body. I think this is an important piece of evidence related to the case, but I still don't have enough clues yet. Rubber-smelling liquid. Rubber. Haru wears like a thing on his head that could be rubber, I guess? I don't know. Where's the body? Oh, I'm stupid. That's the body. Okay. What are you doing? That's weird. Alright. Let's talk to Haru. You seem oddly sus. He's guarding the body to destroy evidence. That's what I bet he's doing. Kyoka, damn it, you were alright last time. We had fun together. It's only been a few hours since we last talked to her. But this is reality, right? I can't let myself be overtaken by grief. I can't say I'm smart, but I'll try my best to find out my ability. I'm gonna find out who did this to you, Kyoka. Let's help each other out. Okay, Haru is so sus, man. I don't even know. Mikako, what are you staring at me like that for? The rope. There. Rope? It's strange. The rope hanging Kyoka is strange? The hook. Huh? Okay. Oh, she's right. I was too shocked by the sight of Kyoka's corpse to notice it earlier, but now that I see the rope is fixed to the ceiling bar by the hook. But how's it strange? I probably just used it to hold the rope in place. If it was done from the inside, it cannot be tied like that. Huh? What do you mean? Oh, I thought we were finally having an actual conversation, but she went silent again. Still, I think she knows something. That means that there's something about that hook. So far we have the hook and the liquid. So the hook is strange because it was tied from the inside. I don't actually know what that means. What does tied from the inside mean? I'm really stupid. So that's just the monopad. The monobook, whatever it's called, I forgot.
Sniff.
Kanata, are you alright?
It hurts me emotionally to do this, but I shouldn't avoid it, right? Because this is our only option.
Yes, it's the only thing we can do.
I'll do everything I can to help everyone as much as possible, so we can uncover the truth.
Thanks. Did you read the Monokuma file?
Yes, there wasn't anything particularly remarkable.
Kanata, do you think we can trust the Monokuma file? I mean, it might give us false information to throw us off.
I came up with the same question and examined the body myself, and I'm sure the information given in the Monokuma file is true. The time and cause of death mostly seems to match.
I see. I thought it could be Monokuma's trap. Guess I should start from here, though there are very little clues.
This is my opinion, but do we think Miss Maki's body looks a little odd?
Odd?
My examination results agree with the Monokuma file statement that the cause of death was a contusion on the occiput. That means Miss Maki's fatal injury was on the back of her head. Then why is she hanged?
Okay, so she was assaulted and then hung. Oh yeah, I don't see a reason for the culprit to hang her unless they were planning to choke her to death.
I was puzzled also and proceeded to check Maki's neck. The rope wasn't even right. When a person is hanged, there should be a clear marker, or worst cases, blue discolorations on the skin that was in contact with the rope. But there's barely a mark on her neck, and I can't quite understand the cause. Judging from the state of the body, I would rather say the rope was simply wrapped around her neck than hanged her.
So Kyoko was not hanged. We know the actual cause of death is a contusion. The rope has nothing to do with it. Then why? I think this will be important. Thank you, Kanata.
My pleasure. My medical knowledge is far from perfect, but I'm glad that I can help you. If only I was skilled enough to bring the dead back to life, Miss Maki would have gone through all this.
No one can ever bring a dead person back to life, so don't blame yourself, Kanata.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Maeda. I'll continue the autopsy in case I missed anything. I didn't feel bad for Miss Maki when I leave her alone, so...
Just don't push yourself too hard. Kanata's testimony. Alright. Oh god, that is a gory image. Kyoka's body. Ugh. This is the real death of a human. As I watched from up close, I felt like I was becoming extremely closer to death himself. Kyoka. Last night, I was with Kyoko, saved me from losing my mind after watching the motive. In a situation where you can't even trust yourself, her bright smile drove negative thoughts away. Why did this happen to you? I shouldn't run away from reality, no matter what. I have to face it and move forward for Kyoka's sake. I think professionals like Tsurugi and Kanata already examined the body, but it wouldn't be a bad idea to look over it myself. Sorry, Kyoka. I'll check on your body real quick. That's weird. Struggling to keep myself from retching, I inspected Kyoka's body. According to the Monokuma file, the death happened about 3 hours ago. Only 3 hours have passed. There wasn't even a tiny bit of life left in Kyoka's body. Anyway, the Monokuma file said the cause of death is a contusion on the occupant. I carefully examined the back of Kyoka's head. There really was a large bruise on Kyoka's head. It created a giant dip on the skin. Something's not right. How is there not a single drop of blood on the body when there's an injury like this? The culprit could have wiped it away to get rid of the remaining evidence. But that would be pointless since the Monokuma file tells us everything. Clean body. Kyoka. What is this? While examining Kyoka's body, I suddenly realized that she was holding something in her hand. This looks like a piece of paper. With some effort, I pulled out a scrap of paper and managed to have it, it seemed to have ripped out of the notepad from Kyoka's stiffening clutch. Monokuma put in each of our rooms? There's something written on the paper. Oh, come to the library at 6. Veni can be waiting. This would be a fairly important piece of evidence. 6 o'clock is precisely Kyoka's time of death. The killer must have called Kyoka with this. Okay. Cool. I don't think we did anything else special, because I don't want to touch dead friend's body any longer. Were we really friends with her? I don't think we were really friends with her. I silently prayed for her. Oh, there's a small bloodstain right in front of Kyoka's body. A bloodstain. Does that mean the hanging was nothing to do with the case? I'm sure hanging itself will make you bleed. There wasn't any notable bloodstains on her. All I found was a thick clot smeared on the hair near the bruise. I suppose the culprit wiped the blood on the body. Huh. Very interesting. Very, very interesting so far. I don't know where to go, honestly. Yuki, what are we supposed to do? Someone actually died. The situation might seem hopeless, but we have to try. If we don't, we're going to die here too. We're gonna die. Monokuma told us, in the class trial, if we fail to uncover the truth, we're going to be executed. We can't let that happen. What I'm saying is, it's hard to face what happened to Kyoka, but for her sake, we need to figure out the truth. Okay, I'll do it for Kyoka. I'm not much of an intellect, but I'll do everything I can. And when I do find the truth, I won't ever forgive the person who murdered Kyoka. She seems to feel a bit better. Okay, good. Ray, why are you sus? What are you looking at, useless? Mikaru, what made you come late? Why should I tell you? Besides, I told you not to talk to me. I was investigating in the entrance hall. There was something of a particular interest. Was it more important than a friend's death? Friend? Since when were you guys and I friends? Well, I admit actual murder happening was beyond my expectation, but should I be shocked by every single incident that occurs here? Hey, friend or not, I don't think that's how we should react to a person's death. Huh, so what? I was born like this. I represent the Togami Corporation. That's why I'm different from the rest of you. Why don't you quit wasting my time and go investigate? The class trial is a piece of cake for me, but I'm not going to offer any help. Are you saying you already cracked the case? Absolutely. Are you playing me for a fool? This whole murder case is a joke. Not because you're the culprit. Ha! Ha! Now look who's treating an innocent person like a criminal just because I was late. Suspecting your friend to be a murderer? Is that the mutual trust you guys were so busy talking about? But I don't know who the culprit is yet, and you look the most suspicious right now because of that extra time you took. Suppose I am the culprit. Can you give me a reason why I would commit murder? Do you think I'm foolish enough to be swayed by some dumb video? Then give a proper explanation. There's no evidence to back up that claim. Are you an idiot? Sure, there was no evidence nor any witnesses, but even if I was late for another reason, nothing could change the truth. Coming late to a murder scene despite the announcement is suspicious enough. This is a waste of time. Get lost if you don't get what I'm saying. I have a thing to check on, and you can't spare time for morons. Mikaru, why do you always have to be... Jeez, what a nuisance. Why are you acting so friendly anyway? Didn't you get enough? If you still want more, go see that brawny lawyer. He'll prove my innocence. Ray's really cool. I like Ray. Ray Mikaru, I can't understand her. Disregarding everyone for incompetence, not even caring the slightest bit about a murder. I have to admit, her reasoning and research skills are exceptional, and becoming a top university professor at her age certainly isn't an easy thing to do. But why did she have to be so hostile and antagonistic all the time? Because she's the rival character. What? It's not letting me, because there's dialogue. The brawny lawyer Mikaru mentioned, that must be Kakaru. She said he'll prove her innocence. I should go talk to him. Here's what I want to do. I want to see... That's not right. I want to see... How do I look at the truth? Oh, wait, how do I look at the truth bullets? Oh, here. That's not right. This is what I wanted to look at. I want to look at report cards. How tall is she? She is 5'8". Nice, nice and tall. How about? How tall is the main character again? Okay, he's like 5'7". It's cool. How about Kakaru? How tall is he? Damn, he's a 6 foot, I think. I don't know, bro. It's so hard to convert. I'm just guessing. All right, Kakaru's next. Where would Kakaru be? Or Kak be, rather? This antique store, a place full of bizarre odds and not anything is found in the building. I think the culprit might have gotten their tools from right here, but as they didn't come here often, everything only looks the same. If only we had an expert on the store. Oh, wait a minute. Wasn't there someone in store still things? Who was an expert on selling things? That oh, it's the green hair guy. Dang it. I don't like him. He has green hair. I don't like people with green hair. I think green hair people are the most suspicious people ever. Antique store. What? It says there's a thing here. I guess the thing there is the store itself. Fair enough. I like this feature. It's very nice. So we gotta talk to Kakaru and Teru something. I don't remember his name. But he had green hair. And that instantly makes me very sus of him. Dining hall maybe? Dude, once like the other floors, assuming the other floors are in this game, it's gonna get so confusing because I'm gonna get so lost. I am awful at navigating. Like maybe there's a map and I just don't know about it, but I don't know. Okay. Where are the friends? Are they in their room maybe? Hello, Tsurugi. Hey Yuki, how's the investigation going? Well, I can't say for sure. Will you come look here? Look. What? Look, what, the door? Don't you see that? Yeah, I see that it's your room. This is a key piece of evidence. The room is a key piece of evidence. Not the room. Look at the nameplate. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're trying to say, Tsurugi. I see that it's your room, but... No, this is not my room. What do you mean by that? I don't exactly know what happened and how the nameplates were switched. They were switched? Yeah, they were, by Haru. By accident. But maybe he's the culprit? Yes, with Kyoka. She just so happens to be the murder's case. Come here. This is my actual room. That's... Next to the door that Tsurugi pointed out, his room was a plate that said Kyoka. I knew he would mess it up. Like, it was such an obvious setup. I noticed that when I was going around to call you guys in the morning, I was aware of the murder back then, so I assumed to manage it later. But looking back now, I think this tells me the overall flow of events. You can see what happened from this? Well, roughly combined with evidence gathered from other places, I have some experience in this field after all. Oh, he's right. He's the ultimate police officer. He encountered actual murder cases before. He would certainly know what to do in this sort of situation. Switch nameplates. Yuki, besides that, I need to know something. Do you know who switched the nameplates around? Even if you say so. Ah, remember from last night. We don't need to read this. It's a flashback. Really? But even if he did, why? Make sure to hold on tight to that information. This nameplate is most likely related to the root cause of Kyoka's death. Tsurugi, are you okay with me not telling you who switched the nameplates? I don't mind it, but if there's no need if you know who it was. We'll talk more about it in the class trial. If it bugs you that much, you can try talking to that person right now. Okay, so we gotta talk to Haru and Kakaru and the other guy whose name I'm blanking out on. There's a weapon right there.
Hey, I think I found something, but I'm not quite sure.
Kakaru, can I talk to you for a second?
What's the matter?
I tried to ask Makaru about the reason she was late. She kept on insisting she was innocent, then told me you might know something.
Oh, Makaru, that aloof girl.
Do you know why she came late by any chance?
Yeah, I should have said it earlier, but we were looking for her this morning. I knew where she was. It's just that I couldn't find the right time to tell everyone.
Really? How did you know?
I woke up at 6 in the morning, so I decided to head to the restroom. And that's when I saw Kakaru. I asked her what she was doing, and she said, off to investigate, now get lost.
So mean, man. You're so mean.
That's when she went to the school wing.
If Kakaru's saying the truth, it looks like Kakaru really was investigating the crime in the entrance hall. But after that, when did you see her again?
Well, after that, I went to the restroom and then directly back to my room, so I didn't see her until after the murder.
All of us besides Kyoka, Makaru, and Tsurugi were in the diner since 7 a.m. Makaru said she was in the entrance hall up until the announcement. None of us can really prove that, right?
That's true, but I don't think Makaru is the culprit. Because you see, I met her at 6 o'clock. According to the Monokuma file, Kyoka's time of death was also around 6.
You're right.
If Makaru went to the school building at 6, she couldn't have had enough time to come back here, kill Kyoka, hang her and all.
I was in the hallway for long.
I was in the hallway up for long, but if I silent out there, it didn't look like Makaru was going to head out back my way.
I suppose we can't say she's the culprit, but because of her being late then.
Wait, does that mean Kyoko was murdered in the restroom when I met Makaru? If only I wasn't so dense.
It's not your fault, Kakaru. Don't blame yourself. The only one who's responsible here is the culprit. No, it's Monokuma caused all this.
Shoot, how could I have not noticed?
Anyway, thanks for telling.
No problem, let's investigate some more.
Thank you, Kakaru. This is
Yuki, that's
a hammer. There's blood on it.
blood. Then could it be?
Yeah, it's most likely the murder weapon. The hammer's about 30 centimeters long, and the metal part was really hard. Kyoko was hit by this hideous thing. It must have been scary and painful. Bloody hammer? It's a bloody hammer. There's a crumpled sphere in the corner of the garbage dump. What is this? Having lost its spherical shape, the strange object was leaking a dark yellow liquid with an awful smell. Yuck, that smell. There must have been a murder, right? Must have been rubber, right? When I carefully touched the oozing liquid, I felt a slimy, thick stickiness. A rubber ball. Huh, maybe this is related to the case. I know there's nothing like this in the trash room before the murder, but what is this feeling? I feel like I saw something like this before. Burst rubber ball? Very strange. Alright, next we're gonna find Haru and the green hair guy. Oh shit. Is this? The sudden sight took me by surprise. Blood in the laundry room? Wait, the body was in the girl's restroom. Why is blood splattered here on the floor? A blood stain in the laundry room? What can I infer from this? Could it be... So, she was probably killed here, in the laundry room, and hit by the hammer, which was taken to wherever the hell Kak is. I'm still guessing it's one of the guys, and I think it's Haru. Like, honestly, like, I don't think it's Rei. God damn it. I think we already entered here. Yeah, we already entered here. We don't need to enter again. If I were my classmates, where would I be? Wait, were they? Oh my god, they might have been in the... They might have been in the bathroom, that's why. But I ignored them at first because they weren't important yet. Oh man. It's probably Haru or the soccer guy. I agree. It's like Haru is the most sus. Okay, so green hair guy and Haru are both here. It's perfect. I didn't realize where they were. Yuki, sorry for not being much help. I'm trying to investigate, but I don't understand anything. What should I do? Hey Haru, I have a question for you. For me, what is it? When we were with Kyoka and Satsuki last night, what did you do after getting back from the restroom? Oh, that? No, I broke the name flags. I put the new ones back up like Monica told me to. You guys were gone by then. It was a bit lonely doing it by myself, Is that all? Oh, what's the matter, Yuki? Did I see something wrong? I went straight to bed after putting them back up. So the two nameplates that you broke yesterday, did they belong to Kyoka and Tsurugi? Kyoka and Tsurugi, yeah, I think so. I'll be frank here. Since last night, the nameplates on Kyoka and Tsurugi's rooms have been switched. Switched? Yeah, Tsurugi... Okay, I'm wondering if, like, he actually didn't fuck up, and then someone else fucked up, so it looked like he fucked up. Yeah, Tsurugi said it'll be an important piece of evidence, but I couldn't think of anyone else than you that could have messed them. And one of the switch nameplates belonged to Kyoka, the victim. Isn't this too much of a coincidence? Wait a second, switch! They were switched! Did I? What is it, Haru? Are you gonna be the hero of the game, or are you secretly like the mastermind? Like a really smart guy? I swear to God. It's probably my fault that the nameplates were switched! So you really did. Why did you switch them? Is it because you're the culprit? No, trust me, me, please, I'm innocent! Okay, I trust you. So can you explain why you switched the nameplates around? Well, actually, you normally don't pay a lot of attention to the dorm rooms, so it was a bit difficult to see whose room it was. I mean, I wasn't sure where Kyoka and Tsurugi's nameplates really were. Plus, the restroom chime in the middle just kept... The restroom chirp in the middle just kept adding to the confusion. I didn't want to bother anyone while they were gone to sleep. So I put them back based on fake memory, but I must have done it wrong. I'm sorry. So that's what happened. Alright, I don't know how this connects to the case yet, but it seems like an important clue. I don't really know. Don't assume I'm the culprit just because I did it. I won't. Thanks for telling the truth. Actually, I will. Yuki won't, but I will. You were super sus, dude. I'm sorry. Did I talk to you? I talked to you. So, after Teruya, I don't have any more leads. I don't know where to go after him. It might be the end of the investigation. Yuki, what should I do? What should I...
Yuki, what should I do? What should I...
Snap out of Teruya. We need to uncover the truth.
But how can I walk around like nothing's happened when someone's dead for real?
Nobody thinks that nothing happened. We're only putting our feelings aside for something more important. You need to get over that despair.
Even if you say so, my specialty is appraising and selling things. Not this kind of job. It's one of those fields where I screw up a bunch at.
No, there's something you can do. That's why I came to you in the first place.
Something I can do?
Teruya, didn't you say you visit the antique store pretty often?
Yeah, the antique store. 'Tis true. I take quite interest in that place. It has tons of items of considerable worth. Speaking of that, I think the room looked a bit different this morning from how it looked before.
Really? Are you sure?
I think so. I checked the place where we were looking for Kyoka and Mikaru, and the layout of the room was slightly off normal.
You memorized the whole layout of the room?
What you mean the whole layout? It's common sense when a product needs to be in perfect layout to convey its full value to the customers. When I was 6, I learned the hard way how much the layout can influence daily sales.
If you say so, then it must be true.
Wait, what was the layout so out of place?
About the rope that unhooked Teruya, did you see them at the antique store?
Dunno, I didn't look over everything in there yet. But I can't say for sure. The store didn't have anything like those. I'm positive.
Then the culprit may have gotten the supplies needed for this murder from the antique store.
How do you figure that out? You're smart.
Aha, because of what you told me, Teruya. It's all thanks to you.
Thanks to me?
Are you starting to feel better now? Always bright and cheerful. That's the Teruya I know.
Yuki, yeah, you're right. I feel better after all this talking.
Everyone will feel sad. I'm not an exception. But there are moments in life where we must do things that we don't want to, right? Let's find the culprit who murdered Kyoka. We'll figure out the truth.
Yeah, of course we will. We can get there. Let's do this.
I was able to cheer up Teruya for a bit. That's a relief. Anyway, if what Teruya said is true, the culprit should be someone who went to the antique store after yesterday. Is it Akane? I mean, you know, she's the only one that we saw, but... Oh my god, is it over already? That was fast. It's quick. Very quick investigation. Nice and short, how I like my investigations.
Announcement from the headmaster. Looks like we'll be tired of waiting. Shall we begin our very first class trial? Everyone please gather to the carpet floor at the end of the school hallway area. I'll be waiting. Boo-hoo!
It's time. If we fail to identify the culprit in the class trial, we die. I really don't want to go through with this, but I don't have a choice. This is the only way. The door with the carpet in the school area, I should go there. God damn. I am, like, sort of positive that there will be, like, sort of a Nagito-esque twist where someone that I trust and is very nice is secretly, like, psycho. Hold up. Sorry, people are messaging me. Messaging me a lot of things. Okay, we're good. Yeah, no, I'm positive that there's gonna be like a Nagito sort of twist where someone is actually like evil, I guess, someone that we trust. Like, there's no way it's gonna be this straightforward. There's only like 7 truth bullets, and I have suspicions on Haru and Tsuruya, just because like they're the only ones who really got focused. I don't think it's Rei. It's a little too obvious for it to be Rei. Who's the other person I talked to? I only talked to like 4 people. It could be Mikako. It could be Mikako, but like, I don't know. She just hasn't received anything yet, so it'd be kind of a waste of a character, I feel, to have gotten like next to nothing from her, only for her to die. Yuki, you're here. I was starting to get worried. Are you trying to run away from your crime? Are you saying I'm the killer? Hey, don't get ahead of yourself. We'll eventually find out the culprit, even if we don't want to. Even if it's the wrong answer. Huh? Since we came this far, did everyone get ready? To be or not to be? Dead or alive? That is the question, huh? Stop joking around. I'm trying to be serious.
Hey, all of you listen. Haruhiko was right. This ain't an ordinary trial. Our lives depend on it, so quit whining and pull yourself together.
Mr. Yamaguchi, what's wrong?
What's wrong? What's wrong with you guys? You're all loosened up. You'll never get anywhere near the truth with that mindset.
What? It's like he switched to his alternate personality with Caesar, huh?
Kakaru, did you eat something wrong?
Shut your trap, wimps. I'm always like this in the courtroom. If you're pissed off by how I'm challenge me with a decisive proof in the trial.
He's getting really defensive.
Where did that stammering coward go?
I've always wondered how Kakaru became a lawyer with all his shyness. Though his sudden change came to me as a surprise. It made me understand why he was the ultimate lawyer right away. That powerful voice and spirit will surely give him an advantage in the courtroom. The only problem is he sounds more like a gangster than a lawyer. Okay, there better be, if he's the culprit, if Kakaru is the culprit, there needs to be an Ace Attorney reference before he dies. I will not stand no Ace Attorney reference.
Yo, it looks like I'm here. The elevator's going to me.
We don't need to read this, it's probably just flavor text. Times for real, we'll do this, yada yada yada. Oh my god, hope, despair, so scary. Is everyone ready? Let's hit it. We'll reveal the truth, right? In this trial? Right, in this trial to find Kyoka's murder, and the culprit is one of these people. One of us. One of us. One of us is a murderer. I don't want to believe it, but thinking here won't change anything. Like Akane said, I'll hit it first and leave the thoughts for later. I'm betting on it just being the soccer guy. He's meant to kill Tsurugi, but the nameplates are swapped. I don't know. Like, unless I'm forgetting, I don't think the soccer guy was that aggressive towards Tsurugi at all. I don't remember. And even if he did, why would he go for the most like powerful person? Unless he wants like a challenge. Maybe he's like a Gundam. He wants a challenge. He'll go down. He won't go down without a fight. The elevator descends underground with a series of clinks and clanks. Wait a second. Oh fuck. How do you go to the menu? Okay, whatever.
Gosh, it's gonna take forever. Yo, dude, gosh, it's gonna take forever. Which floor are we on, dude?
This feels like we're going somewhere we can never come back from. Never come back from.
I forgot he's from like the country or something. Not concerned about the uneasiness at all. The elevator slowly approaches destination. We're here. Hello, Monokuma.
Ooh, finally, it was nice to see you all.
What is this place? It looks so flashy.
I said this special question for you guys. Isn't it sick? Our culture would be nothing compared to this.
What the hell are you speaking? You call this a court? You better be kidding. This is contempt of court.
Please, okay, please do not be like Celeste and he just acts super sus at the beginning and it's just so obvious that it's him. I don't like, that'd be so lame.
Please no talking. Let's get this over quick. Stand where your name is written. Boo-hoo.
Oh man. My gripes with Celeste is that like, you know, I think she's okay, but like, you know, when she's the culprit, it's so bad. Like, it's so obvious, the motive is so bad. And it's just like, I feel like she acts so dumb and out of character.
Is everyone ready? There shall be no more. Behold the class trial. Boo-hoo.
The murder would have had wanted to kill Tsurugi because of the nameplates being swapped. Wouldn't be mentioned otherwise. That's true. That's true. Was Kakaru aggressive towards Tsurugi? I don't even remember them interacting. The circle arrangement was where the others faced directly. Despite Monokuma's mischievous, almost ridiculous nature, there was a strange tension going on here. I don't like that image. It's very gruesome. Kikyoka, she's a playful friend, and though somewhat lazy at times, she shined with positivity every moment. When everyone else panicked at Monokuma's motive, she managed to cheer me up. Kikyoka, she left our side too early. What would she have thought at her final moment? Why did she have to die? A cruel killer who murdered Kyoka. That cold... she looks like female Togami. It's great. That cold-blooded, heartless killer is hidden among us. It's very sus. Oh my god, he's like Super Saiyan. His eyes have lasers. And thus, Act 1 at Hope's Peak Academy begins. A life or death trial. A life or death deception. A life or death betrayal. A life or death mystery. A life or death lie. A life or death truth. A life or death class trial. Oh boy, here we go. Well, Tsurugi's the leader, so someone might have wanted to choose him because of chaos. That's true. I'm surprised honestly, I'm surprised it wasn't Tsurugi. Once it was like their things were gonna be swapped, I thought it was gonna be Tsurugi, not Kyoka. But there's also one more girl than a guy. Now it's even 7-7, so I guess that it makes sense. Okay, let's see view the truth bots. Monokuma file. She was assaulted, and then they hung the body to make it look like she hung herself. Kanata said that something was odd. Hand corpse would have a clear mark, or in worst cases, blue discolorations on the skin. That's on his neck. Class. So I guess yeah, no, yeah. Make it look like a suicide is probably the most obvious answer. Kind of stupid though because it's so obvious. Like the surgeon could tell it wasn't a suicide. So maybe it was by a meathead. You know, Haru is stupid. Haru's pretty stupid. Oh, I just realized I didn't realize Adam and Enderlives were two different people. I thought you were the same guy talking. It's like I have one viewer. Turns out I have two viewers. It's awesome. The back of the head was indeed severely damaged, evidenced by a large sunken area of skin. However, there weren't visible bloodstains on Kyoko's body. Okay, cool. Wiped it off. Torn note: a piece of paper that Kyoko was holding even in death. Part of it is ripped off and indecipherable. Come to the laundry room. So yeah, so there's stuff in the laundry room, so that makes sense. Okay. Rubber smelling liquid. A vicious liquid on the restroom wall. It smells like stinky rubber. Rubber liquid, like oil? I don't know. Hook. So it says pretty high up. So the culprit had to be tall. So yeah, maybe it is Kakaru because he is tall. It was done on the inside. It cannot be tied like that. If it was done from the inside. Interesting. Nameplates, yep, we got that. Haru's kind last night. Haru broke. Yep, we got that. Meeting Makaru. So I'm guessing if it is Kakaru, this is his like alibi. He's like, oh no, Ray saw me. Yeah, Ray saw me. But like it's actually a ruse. He'll be like, nope, nope. I was just using you to get myself off the hook. Ray was using him to get her off the hook. So like it was all a lie. They didn't even see each other. Bloody hammer. I feel like this isn't the murder weapon just because it's so like in your face. Yellow ball burst in the corner of the trash dump. Wait, there's like an oil balloon? That's weird. Kyoko's body was discovered in the girls' restroom. However, I found a large bloodstain on the laundry room floor. I wonder how this bloodstain ended up so far away from the body. Tsuruya was considerable knowledge on the layout of objects in the teeth. There's no ropes or hooks. Huh. Okay. Oh, what did I do? Save progress. You never know when you want to save. Let's begin. Hello, hello, my friends. We're gonna begin. Hello, Jones. Let's do this. Okay. I wonder how the gameplay is gonna be because I know it's not the same game engine. Yep, we get it. Yep, thank you, Monokuma. We don't need to read this. One of us is the killer. The culprit who murdered Kyoka. No way. I have to be in the same place as the real murderer. I can't do that. I know it's hard as you might see, but I must uncover the truth behind the case. Ultimately, reveal the culprit's identity. Well, the boys can't go to the women's bathroom, so how will she hang the girls? Wouldn't have. How will she hang the girls from? There you go. Wait, hold on. What's that? Oh! I have a theory that Ray and the other guy, Kakaru, were working together. That's how, you know, he killed her, but Ray took the body. Like, so Ray is innocent, but she was an accomplice. The picture of Kyoka! Wouldn't it be awful? She's left hand. Yep, gotcha.
Hey, let me ask you something in this case. It's crucial we know for this trial. This is really important, so prepare the answer, dumbass. Can there be accomplices in this case?
Is he framing Ray? I don't know.
Don't determine the entire course of this discussion.
Really important, I wish I can tell you that. Accomplices in murder may exist, however, no matter who... Yeah, no, they wouldn't mention accomplices if there wasn't, and I feel like it's Ray. I want to commit murder. So, okay, so Ray... Oh my god, yeah, they're showing Ray here. Oh my god. So Ray's gonna get off the hook, and I feel like that's gonna be her character going forward, is that no one will trust her because she... Similar to Byakuya, she, like, mutilated the body, I guess. I see. There could be no merit for an accomplice.
Kakaru, he really looks like a different person.
Without any preamble, let's get started then. First, let's get summary. Let's get the debate going.
Class trial. I thought no one would commit murder. Then you class trial. Yep. Okay. Yep. Gotcha. Yep. Okay. Would you like to hear more? Oh fuck! How's this gonna work? I don't know how this is gonna work. Red crosshair. What? Oh, that's awesome. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool, actually. I thought it would be like kind of like Ace Attorney with like, you know, you press stuff and you present stuff because I don't know how you do an RPG Maker, but this is actually really cool that they are able to emulate this. Monokuma File 1. Okay. That's it? That's the only one? I guess they're going easy for the first one. The sprite for Yuki looks funny. Let's just start with the basics. Kyokamaki was the victim. What if I just shoot that? No, she wasn't. She was our classmate and friend, brutally murdered this very morning. Do I have to wait, or is there a speed up function? I didn't read. Maki was discovered in the girls' restroom, hanging by the neck. Oh, okay, arrow keys, that's why. I was wondering, what the heck's wrong? Look, I can't quite believe that murder happened here. I should have my choke. Ah, stop shaking. It's giving me a headache. Wait, how do you shoot? Oh, there we go, enter. Okay. What? What did he say? Was that Korean? I think that was Korean. I guess they didn't translate this part. I don't know how to speed up. I think I read there was a speed up function, but I don't know how to do it, so we might have to wait every single time. That's wrong! No, that's wrong, Teruya! Kyoka didn't choke to death.
She didn't choke to death, then how do you explain the rip her neck?
The Monokuma file. Didn't you read it? It clearly states Kyoka's cause of death. Look, it says here, the victim is Kyokamaki. The estimated time of death is around 6 a.m. The body was discovered hanging in the girls' restroom of the student dormitory. The cause of death is contusion on the occiput. There seems to have been excessive blood loss from the wound. Mitsuhiro Higa. Are you spoiling? Are you spoiling the killer, Lambo? Don't spoil the killer. No spoilers, please. It's pretty much the same with the truth bludgeon shooting. You probably press the arrow in the bottom left. Ah, okay, smart. So according to the file, Kyoka didn't die due to choking. Her real cause of death is the contusion of back of the head.
Yeah, but can we please trust that Fang? I don't know if I really trust something like that from old jerk Monokuma. But what are you questioning my credibility? Oh, kids these days, they love to judge a file by its cover. Listen, I do not tell any lies regarding the trial. I believe in a fair trial more than anyone else. Don't worry, Mr. Aturi. I can back up the credibility of the information. Almost everything on the Monokuma file is true. I'll guarantee you as a physician.
So if Kyoka died from the contusion on the occiput, I don't even know what occiput means. What does that even mean?
Sore wa Chigayu is Korean objection.
Oh, nice. Someone must have hit her in the back, head from the back, right?
So she didn't kill herself, and another person killed her, and then I guess that really is murder.
Well, duh. Don't you reckon it's suicide just because you're too lazy to go through the trial? Our lives are at stake here.
Let us not waste our energy in pointless insults.
It's already stated in the Monokuma file, but to add to my personal commentary, Kyoko's injury is very severe. The strike went through her skull and made a large depression on her head. Inferring from this, she probably died an instant death.
What a devastating incident. And this could not have happened.
We can't put these commentaries aside and talk about what actually matters.
If the injury was that severe, a hard object must have been used to strike her head.
The meta weapon, you mean? Ha! I expected someone would bring that up around this time. I want us all to talk about the weapon used to deliver the fatal blow to Kyoka.
If Kyoka didn't kill herself, a blunt object other than the rope must have been used as the weapon. Let's delve into that some more.
The murder weapon that struck Kyoka's head. We need to find out what it was.
It was the hammer, wasn't it? I should probably read the trial words because there's no voice acting here. Bloody hammer. There's only one? What? Interesting. I guess this is the tutorial technically, so it doesn't make sense.
The culprit must have hit the head with a blunt object.
I'm clicking the arrow, it doesn't work.
Huh? That should be the weapon.
No, that's wrong.
What kind of object is the weapon? The strike on Kyoka's head was clearly deep enough to create a depression on her skull.
Something that's able to cause an injury like that. Perhaps a long object like a bat or a stick. No, that's... Stop! Oh, that is... Okay. That is so... I'm sorry, but the voice acting there is so weak, man. Sore wa Chigayu. That guy should have put more power in his words. Okay, I don't like how the cursor, like, moves all crazy. Like, it makes sense in the Danganronpa games because it's more smooth, but here it's so, like, you know, laggy that it comes across as really stuttery. Maybe interact with the arrow on the crosshair. With the crosshair. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Ayami, that can't be right. In fact, I discovered this from the dormitory garbage dump. Is that? It's the hammer. A small one you can easily hold with one hand. Is that the one the culprit used to attack Kyoka? It apparently has blood on it, so it must be the weapon. In fact, it was found in the garbage dump, indicating that the culprit attempted to get rid of it.
How did you even find that in the dump?
But can that time you get rid of the killer person?
Want to try if you're curious?
No thanks, I'm fine.
But regardless of size, the hammer is made of metal. Enough force to kill a person in a single blow. It's not entirely impossible.
To sum up, the culprit might have killed Guy once with a hammer strike from the back, then hanged her.
But isn't that strange? If the killer just wanted to murder Kyoka, then why did they hang the body? Even if it was to cover up the real cause of death, the bruise and the bloodstains are still there. You can see that in that murder right away.
You can? I thought it was a suicide before Yuki told us.
That's because you're a helpless idiot.
Miss Maki didn't look like a typical people who hang themselves in the first place. Too unnatural, it was meant to be framed as a suicide.
Too unnatural? Yeah, it did look slightly different from a typical suicide by hanging. It looked unnatural because...
It's the first one or the third one. I'm kind of stupid. I should be obvious, but I'm stupid. There's a bruise on her head? Yeah, that was it. Was that it? No, that's wrong. Fucking hell. God damn it. The rope is too loose. What? Are you serious? Kyoko wasn't hanging in the air? What? But it was, wasn't it? Kanata, do you mean the body looked natural because it wasn't hanging in the air despite the rope being tied on her? Oh! Okay, so when it said, like, her body was too low, I didn't know what that meant. It meant that, like, it was like her feet were still on the ground, basically. That's what it meant. I'm stupid.
Yes, that's correct. Don't you think so? I got zero ideas about all this.
Idiot. You don't know how people die from hanging. They usually tie a rope in the air, stand on a chair or similar object, and kick it off as they hang themselves. That way, there's nothing to step on, and eventually they are choked by gravity to death. Wrong voice. Oh, I get it. If Kyoko committed suicide, her body was to hang down in the air.
But Kyoko's body was down on the floor, even with the rope hung around her neck.
This must be the... So I guess it really was a stupid... Okay, so I think it was Rei, but she didn't, like, want to get away with it. So she made it look extremely stupid. So that, you know, Kakaru gets caught with his crime, I guess. I don't know. So it's weird. Why the culprit hang Kyoko's body then? It's simple. There are two possible explanations. The culprit either had a reason to do it, or was swear to God stupid. Maybe she's throwing him under the bus. She's like, oh yeah, you know, he's totally an idiot. Huh? The culprit is stupid? Does that mean Haru is the culprit? Huh? Hey, she's the culprit stupid! Not the stupid person is the culprit! He didn't deny that he's being stupid. Huh. Anyway, there's no way the culprit hanged her without thinking. There has to be a reason. What's the reason? What's the reason this had to happen? To talk about that, we need to discuss about the culprit first.
There's no need to repeat that. Revealing the identity of the culprit is the ultimate object of the trial after all. So let's discuss about the culprit like Tsurugi said.
So who's the real killer? I have no idea.
Me neither. How could there be a murderer among us? I can't even imagine who.
Hey, did we already narrow it down to half, to be honest?
What makes you say that?
Duh, use your brain. Kyoko's body was found in the girl's bathroom and hanged by a rope. Then shouldn't the killer be one of the girls?
It's definitely one of the guys then.
What?
Hey, he has a point.
Exactly. For example, Kazuna could be a killer. She didn't speak up once since the beginning of the trial. Or Miss Dark Circles over there.
Huh? Huh? One of them's the culprit? That's nonsense. I have no reason to commit murder.
Then why are you quiet? It's hella suspicious. Dark Circles is always like that, but not you.
Huh, shut up. I'm just trying to avoid talking with dirty killers.
Mr. Murray, please don't cause killers. There's only one culprit. Malcolm said accomplices have no merit. Don't view us like that.
Hell no. Kyoko is already dead. It can't be anyone next time. I can't die here.
Do you know that unnecessary overreaction makes you look even more suspicious?
Shut up, Higa. How dare you spout nonsense? The killer's a girl because the body was in the girl's restroom? It's not like we have rules here. Guys can certainly enter it too. Kazuna, you sound like a different person today. Why are you calling him by last name?
Well, I guess our mask slipped. It's impossible for a man to enter the women's restroom. That might have been the possibility in the real world, but this place has a rule that forbids it. Am I right, Monokuma?
Well, man can enter the women's restroom is considered a form of indecency and be punished by a shower of bullets from a machine gun. The same goes for the opposite case. This applies to not only the restrooms, but also the locker rooms and bathhouse that will be unlocked soon. Let's bear that in mind. Pooh.
It's true, Monokuma warned us when we found Kyoko's body and tried to step in!
Come on, it's a matter of common sense that girls can never put murder in a girl's restroom.
Ugh, it wasn't me. Why would I of all people commit murder? I'm not a criminal. If anyone is, it's a creepy bitch.
If Mitsuru is right, that means the culprit is either Akane, Mikaru, Kanata, Ayami, Kazuna, Satsuki, or Makako.
No, I'm not the culprit.
Huh? Satsuki never ever killed anyone, huh?
Yeah, if the killer is one of the girls, who else can it be besides her? Don't you agree, right, Mikaru? Huh, what is she even talking about? Don't pull my leg. Weren't you late when the body was discovered? Everyone was there except for you. If you're not a culprit, then why did you come here? Is that all you have? I told you back then. I was late because I was investigating at the main entrance. Nobody believes you. You have no evidence.
Well, surely she was a bit suspicious.
I'm not trying to jump to conclusions, but you did come late. Mikaru, can you provide what you said? If you need proof for something as simple as this, it would be better for you to die here. You die here, airhead. Trying to back out. Gotcha. We found the answer. The bitch is the true killer. Hold on. I suggest that we think about this some more. Coming late to the scene is sure to draw suspicion, but would it also mean that Mikaru is a culprit? No, that's impossible. I know that Mikaru really was at the entrance hall to investigate. There was evidence pointing to her innocence. It was... Crap, what was it? It was this. It was Kakaru's account, right? Got it! Hold on, Mikaru was innocent. She really was at the entrance to investigate at the time. Huh? How can you be so sure? Did you see it yourself? No, but Kakaru, you know it, right? Mikaru's innocence.
You said it, Yuki! Listen up, fellas. Ray Mikaru is innocent. I, Kakaru Yamaguchi, am the witness.
Huh.
Mr. Yamaguchi, there's something you know about this?
I woke up around 6 a.m. with the urge to go to the restroom. As I was heading there, I encountered Mikaru. She said she was going to investigate the school wing and walked away. The next time I saw her was after the murder occurred, which means Mikaru is innocent.
Huh? Did you hear what he said? Satsuki sees the logic but can't understand a thing because of all that shouting. But huh?
Basically, he saw Mikaru heading towards the school in the morning, which proves Mikaru's claim.
Wait, but the body discovery announcement was at 8. There's 2 hours in between at the time you saw her and the murder. 2 whole hours. How does that prove her innocence? Kazuna, think about that time again. It's true that Mikaru didn't show up until after we found the body, but Kyoko's estimated time of death was 6 a.m. In other words, it's impossible for Mikaru to have murdered Kyoka since she went to the school wing at 6 a.m. Sure, she could have turned back as soon as Kakaru went back to his room, but there wouldn't be enough time for her to hang Kyoka's body or throw away the hammer. This is the reason why I'm saying Mikaru's innocent. What? 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 Huh? Wrong. That's not enough to say she's innocent. So I read somewhere that the first person to argue is usually the second victim. So if the trend continues, she's gonna be the second victim. Why? We even have a witness, Kakaru. No, there's a hole in your argument. I'm sorry, but you've got to make this rebuttal. That's the only way to make that Four Eyes admit her crime in the stupid trial. Oh man, I'm conflicted now. Rebuttal showdown is about to start. That one debate. Okay. 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 This game is very interesting. Clean body. They're only getting 1 truth bullet. It's very weird. Okay. And yeah, Mikaru and Kakaru met around 6 a.m. too. But who said you had to murder someone right in front to be that person? What? Mikaru could have killed her remotely from some other place. No, that's wrong. Okay, the person that did the voice acting needs a better mic, man. Like, goddamn, so mono. Kizuna, it's impossible to kill Kyoko remotely. How come? I told you. Well, technically it's possible, but it's not the answer to this case. And it's because her body was too clean. Her body was too clean? Remember how Kyoko's body looked like? Kyoko's head did have a large bruise and all that sticky with blood, but that was it. The blood under her hair didn't even flow far. Her clothes were clean too. Isn't that strange? A bruise that's severe enough to create a dent on her head and not a single drop of blood got in her clothes? There's only one reason for this.
The killer wiped off the blood at the same time Kyoko died.
Yeah, I agree with that, Yuki. I was wondering why the same thing while I examined the body. But how can you stop me from a wound that big by wiping it a few times? Oh, my nose pins never stop when I try to wipe them off.
It does take long for blood to acquire room temperature, and his nose loses from an injury inside the nose, but Miss Mackie's bruise was directly exposed to the air. About 5 minutes of pressure would have been enough to stop her bleeding. And Miss Mackie likely died an instant death, so the actual amount of bleeding might not have been much due to lack of circulation.
Huh? But if the culprit wiped it off as soon as Kyoko died... Right. If the culprit killed Kyoko remotely from a distance, like Kazuna suggested, Kyoko's body would be covered with blood by the time they had to go wipe it off. And if they had to risk the blood getting on her clothes, there was no way to wash it off. What do you think, Kazuna? Anything left for you to say? Why? Why are you siding with Four Eyes? I wasn't really siding with Mikara, but I want to because she's awesome. True, why would Useless stand up for me in the first place? I don't care for what you think, but don't use it to just justify framing someone else in the trial. If we choose the wrong person based off your petty emotions, everyone here is going to die. Do you still not understand the rule of this place? Fine, do whatever you want.
Yes, that is Mikaru fully proven innocent. Is everyone clear on that?
Yeah, why are we still talking about Kakaru though?
If I remember correctly, she faced our suspicion after Mitsuhiro said the killer was among girls. Mikaru, we apologize for suspecting you. Shrug it off. No matter how much you can tempt and disdain me, I don't give a damn.
Mikaru, she has the guts.
Then can we safely assume that Mikaru and Kakaru have an alibi?
Oh, well, we already crossed out Kakaru, and you say the killer's a girl. Hold on, even if Four Eyes is innocent, it's not gonna take that. The killer cannot be a girl.
But there's no other possibility. The killer had to be able to enter the girl's restroom. Who else other than a girl can enter the girl's restroom? Why are you being so fussy if you're not the culprit? You feeling guilty or something?
I told you, I am not the killer. I mean, it's just not fair. You can't assume me as a killer just because I'm a girl. And you don't have any solid reasoning.
Oh, come on. The rule is that boys cannot enter the girl's restroom is not an acceptable reason. Then what is?
The culprit is a girl? But is it really like that? This isn't good. We can't reach an argument if we keep fighting.
Huh? Ultimate Leader, we're waiting for you to come up with a plan.
Yeah, there's no need. I'll highly encourage that sort of debate. Right. Huh? I see the current situation as a perfect chance for all of us to understand the culprit's strategy. What do you mean? Everyone's just fighting each other right now. Think about why you were led to believe the culprit's a woman. If you can't figure that out, you'll be able to reach the answer from there on. Why did we come to the conclusion that the culprit is a girl? The body's in the girl's restroom for sure. And the culprit is a girl, just like what Mitch said? I think we're still missing something crucial. I have to point that out. Let's see what we got. Make your argument. Okay, here we go. Torn note, laundry room bloodstain. Has to be laundry room bloodstain, right? It's gotta be it. The culprit is definitely one of the girls. I said I'm not gonna take it. Wrong. I did the wrong voice for Mitch.
The body was indeed discovered inside the woman's restroom.
No, that's wrong. Well, no, it was discovered in the woman's restroom. It just could have been moved. God damn it, that was wrong. That was a mistake. My bad.
The culprit is definitely one of the girls.
I said I'm not gonna take it.
I must say, it does sound convincing. The body was indeed discovered inside the woman's restroom.
We didn't kill anyone.
Calm down. While the body was found in the woman's restroom, we must consider that Kyoko's murder and the hanging occurred separately from one another.
But did the murder happen in the girl's restroom, right? The culprit must have murdered Kyoko inside the restroom. No, that's wrong. Why is it sideways? That's so hard to read. Sweet, sweet, sweet.
No, Haru, that's not true.
Not true, it's not true!
We've been missing something critical. I'll cut to the chase. The culprit can certainly be a guy, too.
Huh? What are you talking about? Guys can go in the girl's restroom. How do you commit a murder at a place you can't even enter?
That doesn't matter. All this time, we thought the murder occurred in the girl's restroom since that's where the body was found. But where the murder actually happened was a totally different location.
Huh? What you mean? The body was in the girl's restroom.
Oh, I get it.
Looks like everyone finally got it.
Yeah, that reminds me. The medical only started when the body was discovered at the place where the actual murder occurred.
A critical point indeed. We weren't paying attention to the deal while being distracted by superficial things.
Huh. You should have seen it at your first glance. Wait, hold on. If Kyoko wasn't murdered in the girl's restroom, if the culprit killed her in another place, then moved the body to the restroom, those could all be done by someone who's not a girl.
Hey, come to think of it, Kyoko's body was quite close to the restroom entrance.
Then it was Kyoko murdered somewhere else!
How do you reach that conclusion, Yuki? I bet you have some kind of supporting evidence. Yeah, in fact, I found a puddle of blood in the laundry room. The laundry room? That place sounds so irrelevant. The blood stain says everything. Kyoko Maki was murdered in the laundry room.
The laundry room? I think Miss Mack in there a few times. For time of death, why did she go to the laundry room at 6 a.m. in the morning?
Here's a note. Yeah, I know she was an early bird, but I don't think she would get up that early. The reason Kyoko headed to the laundry room... Yep, it's the note. Here we go. Oh my god, it's so underwhelming, I hate it. Everyone, can you look at this for a second? What's that? I found this from Kyoko's body. It looks like a scrap piece of paper from the notepad Monokuma gave us. Kyoko's holding it tight in her hand. Would you like me to read what it says?
It's all raggy and torn.
Hey, take a closer look. It mentions that place in the parts that we can read.
I see, the laundry room.
Moreover, the words that really matter are still intact despite the missing parts. For the parts that are left, I think the full message was, so come to the laundry room at 6, there aren't any cameras there, I'll be waiting. Something like that.
That was so sick, Tsurugi, you completed the note just from its parts!
It's my speculation, so I can't assure that. It's completely identical to the original sentence. But should be same overall.
Is it ripped because the culprit tried to put it out by force?
I believe so. Maybe the culprit wasn't able to remove the whole paper from Miss Mack's hand due to rigor mortis.
That means Kyoko got the note from someone and went to the laundry room at the designated time without knowing about what's to happen.
Shoot, why would anyone use that kind of cheap tricks?
Huh? Satsuki confused on the part that said there aren't any cameras.
Perhaps it was intended... wrong voice. Perhaps it was intended to make the note look like some sort of secret talk.
Huh? Nope, that's not what Satsuki said. Are there, Satsuki said, man, are there really no cameras in the laundry room?
There is. Oh, what a surprise. You can talk? Between the ventilator and the clothesline.
Yes, I saw it too. The culprit just wrote down meaningless nonsense as bait.
Kyoka, just why?
I apologize for my untimely interruption, but may I speak for a moment?
Kinji, what is it?
Kyoko's murdered in the laundry room, although we can now be certain about this statement. It is not too early to conclude that a man could be the culprit as well.
Huh?
While it's possible for a man to commit murder in the laundry room and carry the body to the restroom, recall the fact that Kyoko's not merely lying on the restroom floor. She was hanging by the rope attached to the ceiling. Have we forgotten about that already?
Yo, you're right. The murder could have been done somewhere else, but you'll have to enter the restroom to connect the rope to the ceiling.
So the culprit's really a girl then?
What? We're going back to where we started.
Seriously, guys, you want to think the culprit is a girl that bad?
No, but Kinji is not wrong. It's impossible to tie a rope to the pipe inside the restroom unless you're inside as well.
Oh, that's what they meant by inside. I'm so confused what they meant by tied from the inside. I thought the hook was tied from the inside, but they meant, like, it was from inside the bathroom.
See, the killer is one of the girls.
Wait, is it too wait, it's too early to make that conclusion. Can it be a way to hang the body from the outside?
Kinji's right, the killer cannot be a guy. But there's a way to refute that logic. I'll have to come up with something if the chances are less than 1%. This isn't a drill. A single mistake could kill all of us. If we put our heads together, we'll be able to find the answer. Are we gonna do Hangman's Gambit or something? No, we're doing non-stop debate. Okay, let's see what we got. Kanada's account, bloodstain near body, hook. I think it was Kanada's account that said it can only be on the inside. So we're gonna go with that. A way to hang the body from the outside. Is it really Oh, wait. I think it's a hook because, like, maybe someone like threw a hook and it like wrapped around. There we go. I was right. Sweet. That's it, Ayame. You can use a tool. A tool? But how? I almost forgot. The tool that was tied to the rope. It's right here. Do you see it?
That looks like a hook to me!
Oh, the rope had something like that! I'm starting to get impressed by the extent of your guys' stupidity. But Useless made a good point this time. You're right. Looks like you got it correct.
So, what about the hook?
The culprit?
Culprit must throw the hook with the rope attached to connect it to the pipe on the ceiling. That way, the rope's all set. Afterwards, they can tie the other end to Kyoko's neck and push her body inside. Would that be possible to without actually entering the women's restroom?
Huh? Yes, it is. That's our answer. Huh?
Hold on. Look at how the rope is tied to the pipe. It's been twisted several times around the pipe. Is it possible to do that with a heavy-looking hook on the rope?
Like someone like threw it and it just like looped around. It's gonna be like it's gonna be as stupid as the seesaw effect. It'll have looped around on the pipe.
Wait, he's right. I'm fascinated by the hook, but the rope went around several times.
I know, it's nearly impossible to tie a rope like that when there's a hook attached.
But you said it like it's possible.
That's why the culprit needs another tool to secure the rope on the pipe.
Another tool?
What is this, another tool? Yeah, it seems like Makaru's the only one who realized what it is. Can you tell us, Makaru?
Like hell, I realized I knew it from the very beginning. And if you're trying to sound me out, quit it. I already said I have no plans to offer any help. Besides, it looks like Useless over there got a hold of it anyway. Why don't you ask him? What, me? Yuki, can you tell us the answer? Well, it's... Oh, you didn't. Sorry about that. I guess that question was too hard for your non-functional brain. I won't forgive myself if I don't give an answer after hearing that. In fact, I'm sure that I can't. I found that object during the investigation, didn't I? A tool other than the hook that was used to secure the rope from the outside. That tool was... Has to be that, right? I mean, I don't know why, but it's the only other object that we have, I think. Good, and one more thing. There's a key piece of evidence that can prove this tool is involved in the crime. It's the rubber-smelling oil, right? The liquid. What is it? Is it like a balloon that has like rubber liquid inside? I got it. I figured the other tool used by the culprit. It's a rubber ball. Or is it just a ball? Why does it have liquid inside? That's weird.
A rubber ball? What's a rubber ball? It's like a bouncy ball. Have you ever played with it when you were young? It's full of some kind of vicious liquid that makes it bounce back up when it's the floor.
Oh, I know. I made some improvements on it overseas under the name Hyperball. Did I tell you all that it's still selling great?
How's that not the case? You better tell us quick, Yuki.
Okay, I figured the way the rubber ball was used in the murder just now. After Teresa... Oh! No, I don't get it, so... After Shariki said the culprit used another tool to set the rope in place, I tried to relate the act of winding the rope with the circumstance of the murder. Then we can be certain about the culprit using a hook since we found one in the pipe. But as Mitch pointed out, it's impossible to wind the rope like that with the hook alone. Putting the hook after setting up the rope wasn't a choice either, because there's no way to... This reminds me of... So the way this is going is that it has to be a guy to have tied it from the outside, because the way they're going is that they can only be tied from the inside unless you have a tool. So who is strong enough to throw a ball with a hook? And I don't remember, is there a baseball player? I don't think there's a baseball player here. That was Leon. Soccer player, maybe? Maybe he kicked the ball. Oh my god, what if Kakaru kicked the ball and that's why it you know, it looped around several times and it was like a noose, I guess. Besides, they'd have to step inside to attach the hook. That's why the culprit used a rubber ball. To freeze the hook, the culprit tied the rope around the rubber ball. Then they threw it inside the restroom, between the pipe and the ceiling to be more exact. Yeah, so, goddamn, the only person that has anything to do with balls, soccer balls, is, wait. Mitch! No, sorry, why did I say Kakaru? Kakaru is the lawyer. Mitch is the soccer player. Oh my god. That way the ball would have hit the wall and bounced back towards where it started. If you repeat this multiple times, you get the rope around the pipe and the ball returning to the entrance every time. All that's left is to remove the ball and tie a hook to throw it to the pipe. But the culprit probably faced something that wasn't part of their plan here. The rubber ball burst because of the pressure from rebounding off the wall. It spilled its contents over the wall and the floor, which is why it's left at the scene. This is how the culprit tied the rope without going inside the girl's restroom, because he couldn't go inside, of course. So it has to be a guy, and it's probably Mitch then. The hook and the rubber ball were used to make it look like it was done from the inside. Oh, so it must have been that stinky liquid on the wall.
Well said, Yuki. I agree with you.
Well, if our ultimate police officer says so, I guess he's right.
Well, did you notice something after getting to this point? Notice what? Think closely. We're talking about the possibility of a man being a culprit. Don't you think it should be the opposite after going through all this?
No, because like if it's a girl, they can just like erase the evidence and stuff, right? Opposite? My explanation involving the hook and the ball, it was to prove that it's possible for a guy to be the culprit, but if the opposite of that is true, that means the culprit's a woman? What? We're like proving that you can do it from the outside. Why would it be the opposite? What? What the? What? Why did I take damage from that? It said like, oh, pick the opposite. Okay, that's what I was going for. Okay, no, okay, I think I know where I got confused, but that's really confusing wording. Oh well. That's right. We were going the opposite direction ever since. Opposite direction? What are we talking about? We thought the culprit was a girl, so we thought the way to hang Kyoka from the outside of the restroom based on the assumption was, what if the guy could be a culprit as well? Turns out that wasn't the case. It's very unlikely that the culprit is among the girls because he can remove the evidence. The culprit is definitely a man.
Why was it me?
Hey, how so? Why is it suddenly like that?
Think about what we went through. The culprit undoubtedly used the rope and the rubber ball to connect the rope to the ceiling. Now, suppose the culprit was a woman. What would there be a reason for her to use such complicated measures when she could simply step inside and tie the rope directly?
That makes sense. Looks like the culprit had to do it without going inside the restroom.
Furthermore, even if the culprit was a woman and had to use the hook and ball for some reason, they would have been able to clean the stain on the wall afterwards.
Right. As I mentioned before, the culprit probably didn't expect the rubber ball to burst. To clean the liquid off the wall, they needed to get inside the restroom.
But they couldn't.
Oh, wrong voice. But they couldn't, because guys can't enter the girls' restroom. I can't say with absolute certainty, but it's the most reasonable explanation we can think of. There would be no reason for the culprit to intentionally leave traces in the murder scene. I mean, the liquid stain on the wall was a big hint for figuring out how the ball was used by the culprit.
Aha! It automatically gives us girls an alibi, right? Plus, even better. Yuki, Teruya, Haruhiko, Mitsuhiro, Tsurugi, Kinji, and Kakaru. We know one of them's gotta be it.
Hold on. What if the culprit was a woman and tried to make us think this way all along?
I highly doubt it. The reason the culprit hanged Kyoko in the first place was to make us think a woman did it.
Huh? So nothing to do with the disguising as a suicide from the start.
What if it's like reverse psychology, though?
Indeed, everything was led to lead us to think that a woman is the culprit. In other words, the culprit wanted us to think that way.
So they wouldn't become a suspect!
That's what I would do. If I was in this game, I would do like reverse psychology. Like well, I guess I would have to be a girl, but I would it's hard to explain. I just do like triple reverse psychology.
Oh, because the culprit himself was a man! Everything's connected now!
Also, isn't it just easier to just like whack someone, like leave zero evidence and just like fuck off? Right. I feel like the few times they've done that in the series, like that was probably the hardest crimes to solve.
I found it strange to find a rope on Miss Maki's neck being too loose. And I just I see that was the case because the culprit didn't intend to particularly suicide at all.
can't believe it took this long for you to reach that point.
What's up with you talking like you already knew all this stuff?
Because I already knew. What? I already have everything worked out. Who the culprit is, why they killed, anything you could possibly think of. Yeah, but if they did, the game would end the first trial. That's true.
Huh?
What? Keep on forgetting her voice, god damn it. What? And you just stand there in silence when you get all the answers. How many times do I have to repeat this? I have absolutely no reason to help you out. Mikaru, this isn't a competition. If you don't share what you know, and we end up voting the wrong person, you're going to die too. Of course, I'll share my knowledge when it gets to that. But even without me, you still have Tsurugi Kinjo over there to help you. And useless, you're getting pretty close to the truth too. I was actually surprised. Perhaps you weren't completely useless after all, Money. Money? Oh, Monkey. I was like, Money, why do you call him Money?
Ha! Jeez, this real smug. Well, she's always been like that. We should ignore she's hasn't keep moving on.
Sure. I believe we left off saying the culprit's a man.
I wonder who it is. Wow, she must be really excited by the tables turning.
Although we know that the killer's among the men, we still need to specify one person out of 7. Is there any kind of clue to narrow down the list?
Well, Miss Matera was able to work out the culprit's identity. There must be a clue pointing the killer somewhere.
The problem is, we don't know what the clue is.
Do we need a little help here, like something that can nail the killer?
I do have something in mind, but you shouldn't rely on me for everything. All of you should figure out the case by yourself and understand the reason behind their final verdict.
Okay.
Hey y'all, any ideas about the culprit?
Nothing in particular, I suppose. We're almost there. We need to know that the culprit is among one of the guys.
Just to remind you all, it's not me.
That reaction is making it look even more suspicious. Just you, like you from a while ago. What did you say? Eek, I'm sorry.
Huh? Wasn't that out of character, Kazuna? Huh? Since most of you seem to have been in trouble with this, let me suggest going around. How about we all think of something else first?
Such as?
Don't you want to know why Kyoko died? Why Kyoko had to die?
Of course I do. Kyoko was always full of spirit and a nice friend to us. She didn't deserve to die.
To begin, 2 people were indirectly involved with Kyoko's death.
2 people, are you implying that they're 2 culprits?
No, I'm saying that those 2 took part in the murder, and they heavily influenced the events leading up to Kyoko's death. The point is, Kyoko died as a result of someone's mistake, Haru, and the culprit's misjudgment that stemmed from it.
Mistake? Misjudgment?
I need the help of a certain someone to explain this. Yuki, could you help me out?
No, I don't wanna.
Me?
Do you remember the conversation we had in the hallway, the one with the nameplates?
Oh, you mean that one?
Yeah, you told me that you know who caused the change in the nameplate. I don't have knowledge regarding this matter, so I'd like you to prove us the context.
Hello, I got 0 ideas about what you two are talking about.
Okay, I'll explain it to everyone. Yesterday, while all of us were in shock of that Monokuma showed us the motive, there's a minor incident that happened. The people who saw the incident were me, Haru, and Satsuki, and finally, Kiyoka.
Huh?
Wrong voice. Wait. Yeah, this is just like, Byakuya being like, hey, Makoto, you take care of it. They don't look like they know it, though. Haru, Satsuki, did you forget what happened the nighttime yesterday with the nameplates?
Oh, that?
Oh, you mean the thing with Haru's triple spin?
Yeah, will you mind explaining to us what happened back then? I think there's something you didn't know about it. I'll tell you when we get there.
Okay.
Oh, man.
So for a second there, I thought maybe it's Rei, or maybe it's Satsuki.
I don't know, bro. So it has to be the second one, right? It has to be Haru's account.
Last time, Satsuki and Kyoko were hanging ourselves to distract ourselves from the motive. Then I accidentally fell down and broke the nameplates.
It was a real fun to watch. Triple spin, huh?
When I was freaking out over damaged school property, Monokuma showed up and said that he won't punish me since the accident and left me with a new set of nameplates.
It was hard to put the nameplates back to where they belong. You got what you fucking deserve, huh? So Haru put them back in the right place, and the rest of us went to bed.
No, that's wrong. Aw. Where's this going? I don't know where this is going, bro. No, Satsuki, there's something wrong with what you just said.
Huh? What's wrong?
Although Haru did put the nameplates back, he didn't know that he made a mistake while doing so. Yuki, that's... He forgot where the two nameplates originally were, so he put the new ones in the wrong place. What? He forgot about something that was right in front of him seconds ago? Oh, he went to the restroom before putting them back, so I think he got confused somewhere in the middle. Okay, I get how much of an idiot Haruhiko is. How is it related to Kyoka's murder?
That would be because the two nameplates Haruhiko had to replace belonged to Tsurugi Kinjo and Kyoka Maki. Right, Yuki?
Yeah, right. Kyoka's room was next to mine, and Tsurugi was next to hers. But because Haru thought the other way around, the nameplates were switched.
Mr. Kobashikawa, what was your intent in doing so?
Anyway, Haru, shouldn't you already know? We talked about the nameplates being switched when we were investigating. Well, I did, but I just wanted to avoid unnecessary suspicion. Avoid suspicion? Don't tell me you were the culprit, Haruhiko. No, I swear! This is exactly what I didn't say it!
Anything suspicious? Just a couple of nameplates. I don't think they're much related to Kyoka's death anyway.
Yes, they were related. Much related, in fact.
Now you can't explain what that meant to us.
I said earlier that two people are connected to the murder. One of them is Haruhiko for switching the nameplates, and the other is, me.
Huh?
Mr. Kinjo, you have a direct connection with the murder of Misbaki? May I ask you to elaborate on that?
It's true. Let's see, where should I start? How about we all get the grasp on the culprit's intention first? If things went as the culprit originally planned, the person to have portrayed here would have been me.
That statement sounds somewhat far-fetched. How come you were to die instead of Kyoka?
Do you remember the torn note that Yuki read to us a while ago? I was able to comprehend the culprit was aiming for after seeing that note. Kyoko got the note from the culprit and headed to the laundry room at the designated time. There she was assaulted and murdered by the culprit. Everyone clear on this, right? Then let me ask, how do you think Kyoko got the note?
How she got the note? Well, maybe one of us could have handed it over to her. Kyoko would have known about the person who gave the note would come after her back then.
From whom? From where? How? Did any of you ever see Kyoko getting a note from someone?
No, besides, there wasn't any time for that. After we got out of the audiovisual room, Kyoko stayed with me and Satsuki until she went into her room for the night.
Wait, then Kyoka got a note between 10 p.m. last night and the time of death, which is 6 a.m. this morning.
Right. Kyoko went inside her room as soon as it became nighttime. She couldn't have gotten the note while talking face to face with someone. And that leaves us with one possibility. She got the note while she was inside her room.
You can't go to someone else's room unless you got the key. You're doing fruit.
Just put the note under the door, goddammit. Yes, but there's a way to give her the note without opening the door. You put it under the fucking door.
What? That'd be like magic. Really? How?
Really? Really? Put it under the door. Do we need Hangman's Gambit for this? Is it the first Hangman's Gambit? It's better be the first Hangman's Gambit. I don't think they would have the technology for the second one. Okay, I think it's the first one. Dad? Pad? Pad? Gap, okay. How do you shoot? Oh, there we go. It's like dad? What's it spelling? Oh, because this is Korean. I wonder if like, because Korean characters are so much shorter, they only had like very few things to work with. I wonder if that was the case. So the Hangman's Gambit are all gonna be like super short. It's gonna be like move, leg, arm. I don't know. That's it. The gap. Even when the door's fully closed. Why do we need to explain this? This is stupid.
So after nighttime, the culprit left the note and back in time to the gap?
Right, there would be no one out in the hallway after nighttime, and Kyoko would still be awake. Handing a message like "Don't exit your room" to keep Monokuma from noticing could have easily dealt with the chance of Kyoko seeing the note coming and opening the door. That way the sender won't have to reveal himself while still getting the message across. This inequality of information between the culprit and Kyoko made more vulnerable to deception.
Wait, if it's people even do that, what if Kyoko didn't show up or brought another people with her?
No, probably request her to come alone to prevent such occurrences. Likely coupled with the reason she won't be able to ignore. From the fact you mentioned the absence of cameras, it must have been something Monokuma should know about. A way out, for instance. Would any of you refuse to go if someone offers you tell you a way to escape?
I'd go, yes.
Sure, I would have as well. Okay, I got me things to know to a room. I get that, but how exactly that you want Haru's fault?
Think closely. Most people here didn't know about Haruhiko switching nameplates until he says the trawler noticed it after the murder occurred. Which means at the time of the murder, the culprit was unaware of that fact either.
Oh!
I see. For that reason, you consider yourself and Haruhiko to be at fault.
Uh-huh.
For those people who haven't got it yet, we're saying that the culprit killed Kyoka because of confusion.
Confusion?
What? So it ties back to what Tsurugi said earlier!
Right. I think I know it now. The indirect influence Haru had over Kyoka's death. Haru switched the nameplates by mistake, and the culprit slipped the note inside the room without knowing they were switched. And the culprit intended target was Tsurugi Kinjo. That's right, the culprit never intended to murder Kyoka. The real person he wanted to kill was Tsurugi. That makes sense. The killer saw Tsurugi's nameplate on the door and left a note there, but the room was actually Kyoka's.
Does that mean that Tsurugi would have died if Haruhiko didn't switch the nameplates?
Yes, that's why I said Haruki and I indirectly caused Kyoka's death.
Kyoka, it's all because I'm an idiot. It's all because I'm dumb enough to mix up those stupid nameplates.
Calm down, Haruhiko. It's not your fault. Even if you put the nameplates correctly, Tsurugi would have been in danger.
I'm a policeman. It's my duty to ensure everyone's safety. Yet I was careless enough to let Kyoka die. I should have died rather than falling in my duty like this.
Every person that be treated with extreme regard.
That is why I cannot forgive the culprit. Not that the murderers ever deserve forgiveness, but I am killing one of my closest friends is absolutely unforgivable.
Yeah, it feels that way too, but how am I supposed to take one of us is a cold-blooded killer? Okay, so here's my theory. It must be weird knowing you indirectly caused someone's death but saved someone else. That's true. It's like Russian roulette, almost. So here's my thought right now. So I thought Ray, because they mentioned accomplice, I thought that Ray was going to be Kakaru's accomplice in order to tie the body in the girl's bathroom. But because there's the explanation with the hook and the ball, now I'm thinking it was just a guy. There's no accomplice. It was just one guy doing it all by himself. Ray and Kakaru kind of have each other's alibi. It's obviously not Yuki. Tsurugi, it's not Tsurugi. Well, I hope it's not Tsurugi. And it can't be Haruhiko because they're both like involved in a different manner. So by process of elimination, it's either Mitch, it's either Kinji, or Tsurugi, or no, the other guy, Teru something. Now, Teru something has, a truth bullet left over, saying that the antique room is different. So I don't know what's gonna be because he said the antique room is different. It could be him because we don't have any evidence towards Mitch other than the ball, and he's a soccer player, right? And I don't think it's the priest. So it's either Teruya or Mitch, just by process of elimination. There's two of them. I'm leaning towards Mitch because of soccer, but there's no truth bullets that relate to him. That's the thing. Unless he'll be like, oh, I was in the antique room the whole time. And then we'll use Teruya's testimony against him. Can't you think? Now's the time to say it. You know the identity of the culprit. The identity of the culprit? The culprit? Didn't you solve everything you need to know? The fact that the culprit is a man, that we hanged the body without entering the class of the restroom, how and why he called Kyoka Maki and killed her. Isn't the culprit fairly obvious at this point? Well, we did figure out most of the major details. I don't believe we ever brought up the matter before. Jeez, you guys still don't know. How long are you going to make me wait here? I think my legs are starting to hurt. How about you say it yourself if you know so much? Huh, why should I? There's people like Tsurugi Kinjo out there. Anyway, God, they're passing the ball. It's like, Ray is like, oh, give it to Tsurugi. Tsurugi's like, hey, give it to Yuki. And then Yuki's like, okay, since I'm the protagonist, I'll take it.
Tsurugi, do you know who the culprit is?
Yes, I do. Actually, I already knew who it was well before the trial started.
Haha, that's your ultimate police.
But what I thought back then was more like an educated guess. Now that I went through these discussions at the trial, I'm confident with what I got.
Man, that's epic. How do you know? I still don't have a clue. I'll try to make it easy for everyone to understand. Let's go back to when we were talking. Here we go. It's the rubber ball. Here we go.
You all know the culprit used them, right?
Of course, The culprit tied a rope to the rubber ball and sat around the pipe a few times, then threw the hook on to escape the rope, secure the rope, all of that to make it seem like it was done from the inside.
The rubber ball was a decisive factor in my deduction of the culprit. Do you remember Yuki explaining earlier that the rubber ball burst because it couldn't overcome the pressure? It's probably due to the accumulated damage from the repeated collisions within the wall. And here's the question. How much pressure do you think is needed to pop a rubber ball?
Well, I think it depended on what you're talking about, but probably a lot.
Yeah, I'll tell you something. That pops too easily. Something that pops too easily would be worthless as a rubber ball.
Right. Normal levels of pressure can't leave a single scratch in it, much less make a burst. But the rubber ball still bursts just by bouncing a few times off the wall.
That's kind of strange. What's the rubber ball old?
When I saw the rubber ball, it was still constantly shining all over its space condition. I dare say it was brand new.
I'm not done yet. I thought I didn't place emphasis on this earlier. Think about it. Would it be easy to make a ball go over the pipe through a little space between it and the ceiling, bounce off the wall, and roll back towards the engine?
Okay, alright. Thanks, Mitch.
Especially when the culprit couldn't afford to fail even once because he was a man.
I believe it would be a challenge. I didn't skills you in the first place when you invited it. I'd be able to do it because of the pressure.
Fully agreed. The culprit chose to take that challenge and succeed nonetheless. That wasn't just a matter of guts. He had the confidence and ability to assure his success.
In short, the culprit has the ability to throw a ball exactly where he wants to.
It's more than the accuracy. Not only did the culprit have the precise control over where to land the ball, but also the strength to burst it open.
I don't think anyone of the guys look like they have much strength and accuracy. Judging by his muscles, maybe Kakaru did.
With the daily muscle training, it will be certainly possible for me to burst the rubber ball with my strength. However, just to be clear, I cannot be the culprit. I can't even score a goal right below a basket.
Huh? Then how did the killer pull off those tricks?
I can't believe that the Leon character... Oh, wow. Yeah, that's...
Was he secretly the ultimate baseball player? Oh! No, I think you guys are missing something. I said the culprit made the rubber ball go over the pipe, not through it. He kicked it.
I can make the rubber ball go. Why are you so dumb? Haru? Okay. Once we're done with this chapter, I'm gonna relate every character here to a character in Trigger Happy Havoc because they all are very clearly archetypes. And I think that's interesting because they at least subverted that Kyoko wasn't similar to Sayaka. But if Mitch really is the killer, it's very similar to Leon. Oh, he also has an American name, just like Leon, or a westernized name. It's very sus. Wait, I think there is another way.
How do you even do that? Superpowers?
No, you can kick it with your foot. There we fucking go. Oh my god. Oh right, rubber balls are small enough to hold with one hand, so I was naturally thinking that the culprit threw it. Huh? Hold on a sec. Kicking with your foot?
I knew I had the answer when I reached that point. It seems that some of you got there too.
If I'm thinking is right, the culprit is... But why? Why did he...
Yeah, I'm not getting it. Who was it? Can someone please tell me the answer?
Ah, Yuki, you know who it is, right?
Haru feels more like Kazuichi than anyone in Danganronpa 1. Trying to think. Haru's kind of like a weed guy. He's like the hero. He's like such a weed guy. Because Kazuichi just looks evil as fuck, dog. But Haru looks like a friendly boy who's just really stupid.
Looking at your facial expression, I got the feeling that you finally reached the truth. You helped me with a lot with the hook and the nameplate, so how about you say it for us? The mastermind behind all this is Kyoko's murderer.
Who's it gonna be? Yuki. So he's right. I know the culprit. I really did figure it out. There's only one person that could have done everything we talked about before. I want to convince myself that I'm wrong, but there's something I have to do. I must do this. I hate the voice acting in this game. My god. It's like, it's not that the voice is bad. It's also like the mic is bad. It's like, ugh. It's disgusting. The person that came up with this plan and murdered Kyoka. Mitch. It was you, right? What? Well, I'm happy it's him because he's the one, like, you know, he's the one that hurts my voice the most. Suspended? Wait, is this an intermission? How long is this? What? That was the halfway mark? How long is this? We're almost... Was that the halfway mark? This is so long then. Oh my god. I thought we were like 20 minutes from finishing.
Did you say I'm the culprit?
Oh, Matsuhiro. And it's short after this, fair enough.
Hold on, how does that make me the culprit?
None of the guys have the ability to throw a rubber ball exactly where it was targeted with enough power to burst it. But if we're talking about kicking a ball with that much strength and accuracy wouldn't be impossible for you, right? Especially when you're the ultimate soccer player.
Ugh.
Mitsuhiro's talent was said to be almost on par with that of many professional soccer players. It makes sense for the expert like him to handle a much smaller and lighter ball with such ease.
No, wrong. Keep quiet. If you're not the expert, soccer balls and rubber balls are different. And I can't do that even with a soccer ball.
Mitch, you just said the thing in Foodie's TV's the Master Challenge. You are the special guest for the game where you had to dribble all kinds of balls stay on the target. Did you have no problem with the rubber ball there? You said it was a freaking pee!
What?
I said I'd be in the hospital. He scored the ball with the soccer ball, then did the same with ping pong ball, shot cocks, and one of those large exercise balls, I believe.
And you're saying that you can't kick rubber balls. Try a better joke.
That was all fake. It was scripted. How do you think that's even possible in real life? You think I'm a god or something?
Whoa, huh? Big schedule here. Mitch, are you really the culprit? Did you really kill Kyoka?
Yeah, plus, wasn't he the one who said the killer would be among the girls?
No, it's a trap. I know Yuki's the culprit. He's trying to accuse me of evidence whatsoever.
Mitch, it's over. Please just say it. I don't want to do this any longer.
Say what? I didn't kill anyone. And why does it have to be me? Do you have any proof? Do you have any kind of evidence that I killed?
Mitsuhiro, I doubt you'd overreact like this if you aren't the culprit. You seem to be able enough to perform that trick, using the rubber ball that Yuki mentioned. Okay. I'm trying to think. What could he have done differently? I don't know what he could have done differently, honestly. Did it need to be a ball to wrap around? Because I feel like using a ball was like probably the worst thing he could have done. Like maybe that was the only thing he had available. But like the ball just like implicates him because he's the only like sports guy here.
That was... This is ridiculous. That's like speculation. Show me the proof.
Mitch seems really messed up right now, but if it's true that my argument doesn't have a solid backup, I thought of it, but process of elimination, not real evidence. Still, it should be somewhere. That one piece of evidence they can nail him down as the killer. I need to point that out or else we won't get anywhere. Yeah, it might be because the ball was the only thing he had available to him, actually. Okay. I'm guessing Teruya's account, because that's like one of the only ones we haven't done yet, right?
Show me the evidence. Show me the evidence. I can easily prove myself not guilty, you know? Is there evidence that I put the note in Kyoka's room?
Not really.
I got those tools from, or how do you prove that I got the tools from the antique store?
Because anyone that went to the antique store was sus. Very nice. Very nice, very nice. Very, very nice. Wait, Mitch, something's off in that statement.
Huh? What's up? I don't see anything wrong with it.
I know we talked about the culprit using the hook and the rubber ball earlier, but you didn't mention where they got it from. How do you know those tools were from the antique store?
What?
Yeah, because that's where most of the tools are.
Yeah, I thought the antique store was a good place for them to get it from. Personal opinion. That makes no sense. You know, I find hooks and rubber balls in the stores, not the antique store.
Yeah, and doesn't the gym have loads of balls too, huh?
Sad but also funny fact, Kyoka's brother plays soccer and is a fan of... Aww. What's Kyoka? Aww. Is there like... Oh shit, you probably get that from either the free time, or like, maybe there's like a bonus mode if you beat this game. It's like, you have like school mode, you can just talk to them and get to know them, I don't know. That'd be cool.
Or maybe there's a sequel, and they talk about it in the sequel, I don't know. You see, you never know. Both the storage and the antique store might have had those. That's why I mentioned the antique store. It looked like the place park has everything.
Mitch, we know. One of them has been keeping track of every single item in the storage in the antique store. Am I right, Teruya?
Yes, Yuki, is that what you asked me about this? Trust me, the antique store definitely had hooks and rubber balls. I know because I spent most of my time hanging there. And I'm pretty sure that there weren't any hooks and rubber balls in the storage. The ones that you used in the murder were from the antique store. The way that those items were arranged changed after the murder.
Whoa, Sebastian, you memorized all that? Did I say Sebastian? I meant to. Why did I call him Sebastian? He's Sebastian. So, you guys don't know this, but with the other guys, we played Investigations 2, and we recorded it, and I'm sure we'll upload it one day. And I gave Sebastian the best, the most annoying fucking voice of all time. He just sounds like this. I'm Sebastian the best. I'm the best. Mommy. Wow, what a frick.
Shut up! It's just a coincidence, and you still not show me proof. Show me evidence, tangible evidence, not your stupid guesses. I'm not buying it. You're doing this to the wrong person.
Jeez, can't you be a man and just say you did it?
Hey, Mitsuhiro, will you admit to if we show evidence that you're the culprit?
No, I'm not the culprit. If there's no evidence, you can't say I did it. Give me proof, 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 proof.
If you insist, we should probably show him. Yuki, show him the proof you have.
God, why am I like the bitch boy? Why is Yuki the fucking bitch boy to everyone else? Huh, I have proof?
Be patient and think. You do have proof. You even showed it to us a while ago.
I showed proof to everyone. Is he talking about... I see. I didn't think about it back then, but that can certainly nail Mitch down. I've got to show him what it is. Okay. I don't... Terminate talk... Sounds easy enough. I think, yeah, this is the substitution for the rhythm game, isn't it? This isn't so bad. Just a little, underwhelming.
Yuki, you dirty bastard. I'm not the killer. You don't have proof. This is a trap.
And you can get all 6 bullets by pressing shift once. That's kind of cool.
Damn it, I'm not the killer. This is a trap.
Do I have to make a comic book still? Probably, right? That'd be cool. I wonder how they're gonna do it though.
Yuki, dirty bastard, fuck off. I'm innocent.
Oh, fuck. Oh, you need to shoot as many times as there are soccer balls on the thing. That's why. No, I'm out of bullets. No. There we go.
Show me physical proof that you're the culprit.
Monokuma. What? The notepads Monokuma gave. No. The notepads Monokuma gave us. Okay, I'm stupid. I was trying to do Monokuma gave us the notepads. It's kind of funny. Perfect. If you want it, I'll show it to you. Tangible evidence that can prove you guilty.
Which obviously doesn't exist, you moron.
It does exist. Remember when I showed you the note to explain how the culprit called Kyoka into the laundry room? The paper used for the note was from the notepad given to us by Monokuma, which means we can see if the note was from your notepad by checking if there are any torn pages in there.
What?
Well, Mitsuhiro, here's the evidence you've been asking for.
Hey, this evidence? Are you kidding me? We got those like a week ago. Anyone could have torn out a page for who knows what.
Huh, anyone could have used it. Sorry.
Huh, anyone could have used it. Then we can try matching Yuki's note with the torn page on your notepad. That way it'll be clear on whether it was from your notepad or not.
Wait, but do you think the culprit could have also used someone else's notepad? How can you be so sure it was mine?
No way, idiot. The notepads were in the drawer in our rooms. How do you think we're gonna get one without the owner's permission? And if the owner somehow gave permission, even better. That would automatically mean the person who asked for permission is the culprit.
Wait.
Mitch, just admit it. I don't want you to I don't want us to keep fighting each other like this. Oh, this guy assaulted Akane, so I don't know. Kind of an asshole.
It's over then.
Over?
Dude, I gave this guy the antique teacup. Now he's gonna die.
Who said it's over? Nothing's over. It's a lie. It's all one big lie. How dare you accuse a superstar like me of murder? Liar! Liar! Liar!
Alright, if you say so, I'll go over the case from beginning to end and you'll accept it. That you're the only possible suspect. Culprit, Mitch. Closing argument. Yep. Cool. Cool. So you don't actually get penalized for the wrong answer. That's interesting. So weirdly enough, what the heck? Oh, this is gonna be. Okay, this is like pretty decent art actually. I don't mind this. I like how he's flexing here. It's kind of funny. This art's pretty nice. I don't like how like Act 3 just looks so like basic, like they used a very easy text editor. Like they could have made it stylized like the actual, you know, Act 1, Act 2 in Danganronpa, but no, they made it very basic. I still don't like fully understand, but I like this. It's a very simple case. It's the first case, of course. It's the tutorial case, and you know this was made to resemble Trigger Happy Havoc. So I mean, the cases in Trigger Happy Havoc, fucking hell, super simple. I feel compared to the other two games, and because of that, Trigger Happy Havoc is my least favorite of the three games. So hopefully the cases get a little more complicated than this because these feel like pretty simple. But yeah. Started last night. While we were in shock by Monokuma's motive, Kyoko, Haru, and Satsuki decided to hang out together to distract themselves from stress. They ran around the hallway until Haru accidentally broke two of the nameplates on the wall. Oh no! What the heck? Those two nameplates belonged to Kyoka and Tsurugi. Haru was panicking over the breaking school property when Monokuma showed up to give a warning. He didn't punish Haru since it was an accident, instead ordering him to replace the broken nameplates with new ones. And that's where Haru made a crucial mistake. After a trip to the restroom, he originally got confused about where the two nameplates originally were. Ah, I think this is right. Switch. He finally chose to his gut instinct, which unfortunately turned out to be wrong. That's when Kyoka and Tsurugi's nameplates were switched around. Haru went to the room right after putting the nameplates back, and the nighttime hallway was left empty at this very moment. Someone had decided to go against going to sleep, and they were out in the hallway secretly hitting someone. I'm tired, man. The place they were heading was Tsurugi's room. For some reason, they had chosen Tsurugi to be their target of murder. But there was something that they were unaware of. Right before they came, the nameplates outside Tsurugi and Kyoka's rooms were switched by Haru. So the culprit had gone to Kyoka's room. Poor Kyoka. Killed because... Were they listed in alphabetical order? That'd be a shame, though, that she died because of alphabetical order. Unaware of the error, the culprit made the first move. They put the note through the gap below the door. It asked to come to the laundry room at 6 a.m. and contained a lot of false information to make things easier for the culprit. Not everyone would be asleep right after nighttime, and it would be easy to spot the note coming in through the door. That's where the culprit is going. Tick-tock. The next day, as time approached 6 o'clock, Kyoka, after reading the note, came to the laundry room as she had been instructed. Gasp. The culprit was hiding in the corner of the room, looking for opportunity to strike. Since they were expecting Tsurugi, Kyoka's sudden appearance would have been a surprise to them. Kyoka continued looking forward, oblivious of her fate. The culprit had probably confused at first. They'd either noticed that they somehow went to the wrong room or found Kyoka holding the note. They most likely had a plan in mind, and changing the target meant they had to risk ruining everything. There was also the potential of being found out and facing the aftermath if they had let her go. At last, the culprit decided to change their target. They already had the weapon ready, and it looked like they had been discovered anyway. What an idiot. Like, look the other way. Like, what was she like? Oh, where is he? Like, he's in the room with her. What the heck? Look at him. Like, talk to him. Be like, oh, hey, Mitch, what's up? What's going on? Or she's like, did she not see him? Was he hiding somewhere? I don't know. Meanwhile, Kyoko was wondering why no one was in the room. Still unaware of the presence. Oh, I guess he was hiding. Okay, never mind. Of the culprit, she was left vulnerable to their attack. Boom. Dead. and fell victim to it. After the murder, the culprit wiped the blood, and the body was able, from the body to conceal any evidence of murder because it was almost immediately afterwards. Kyoko's clothes didn't get any blood on them. However, they weren't able to take care of the larger blood stain on the floor, maybe because they were in a hurry or because they failed to see it. The blood stain played a large role in revealing Kyoko's murder in the laundry room. I think the culprit forgot about the blood stain while they were busy moving Kyoko's body. They must have gotten into panic since they killed someone that wasn't part of their plan. The culprit first carried the body to the girls' restroom. Their purpose was to take advantage of the fact that students aren't allowed to enter the restroom of the opposite sex. That's when the culprit found the pipe on the ceiling of the restroom. The culprit decided to make use of it and went to the antique store to get the needed supplies. It was less than an hour before the wake-up announcement, so they were probably in a rush. The tools they chose were a rope, a hook, and a rubber ball. The culprit tied the rope around the rubber ball, then thought of a certain way to hide the involvement. Their idea was to tie the rope on the pipe without entering the girls' restroom using the rubber ball. Since the culprit was a man, they were unable to enter the girls' restroom. Monaco had previously announced that anyone who steps foot in the restroom of the opposite sex will be shot by machine guns. It's kind of harsh. But thanks to the fact that the restroom entrance was open with a wall straight across, the culprit was able to tie the rope to the pipe using the elasticity of the rubber ball. It was a risky move as the culprit wasn't able to step inside to correct any mistakes, and making the ball bounce right through the small gap showed nearly impossible. But the culprit was confident they could do it. This was because, as the ultimate soccer player, they had absolute mastery over all types of balls. The rubber ball bounced across the room and right back to the entrance, just as they had planned. The culprit repeated this several times to make it look like someone had tied the rope by hand, and this is what an unexpected event occurred. Dun, 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 dun. They must have failed to adjust the strength of their kicks because the rubber ball grew weaker and weaker until after each bounce, until it couldn't withstand the pressure and popped. This caused the liquid inside the ball to be splattered all over the room, becoming a key piece of evidence. The culprit would have wanted to get rid of it, but they couldn't do it without going inside the restroom. The culprit nonetheless decided to go in with their plan. After all, they succeeded in tying the rope to the pipe, and the method they used was virtually unimaginable for a normal person. After getting the rope around the pipe, the culprit removed the ball from the rope and attached the hook instead. Then they threw the hook towards the pipe to fasten the rope on it. The other end of the rope was left outside the restroom, was wrapped around Kyoko's neck. The reason for this was to make it look like Kyoko's hand inside the restroom. The culprit was hoping to make us think that Kyoko's murder was inside the girls' restroom, and naturally was able to enter it as well. That way, men won't be considered suspects in the trial. The culprit, as a man, was trying to use this for their own favor. Everything was ready. As the culprit was about to push Kyoko inside, they found a piece of paper inside Kyoko's hand. It was the note they wrote, held tight in the hand even after her death. Having realized the note will be used against them if discovered, the culprit ripped the note out of her hand. They ripped it possibly because of rigor mortis, which made it difficult to pull it out. Rigor mortis? How does that work? Well, the culprit didn't know was that most of the important parts of the note were still intact in the piece they left in Kyoko's hand. Thanks to the note, we found out that she wasn't murdered in the restroom, which led to the conclusion that the culprit can be a man as well. During the risky part, the culprit tried to get rid of the hammer and the rubber ball, but too much time had passed at this point, it was nearly enough for some of us to get up. In a hurry, the culprit left the murder weapon and the burst rubber ball in the garbage dump. They would wanted to save our option, but the time constraint gave them little time to think. They must have thought we won't find them if they put it along the trash, and it kind of worked since Kakaru and I were the only ones to discover them. We started coming out of our rooms. The culprit acted like they had just gotten up and waited for the body to arrive. We soon noticed that Kyoko was nowhere to be found. As we all know, we looked around the entire building until Akane discovered the horrible state Kyoko was in. Everyone froze in shock, and while pretending to do the same, the culprit secretly hid a smile at the outcome of their plan. The person who came up with this plan and tried to deceive us all. I like this. This is nice. Red card. Oh man, that's awesome. It was you, right? Mitsuhiro Higa. My god. How was that, Mitch? Do you still have anything to say? Ha, he must have forgotten how to speak.
What kind of nonsense is that? This is purely outrageous.
Mitsuhiro, it's over. Please be honest. It's pointless for us to keep attacking each other. Mitsuhiro, was it really you? Why? Why did you commit that kind of murder?
No, it wasn't me. It's not me. No, not me. It wasn't me.
Oh my god. It's weird because that's like the voice I'm probably most known for is the Kai voice, but it destroys my voice, bro. Wow, this idiot's going crazy.
Yo, dude, it's not me.
Huh? OMG, Matsuhiro's gone wacko.
Yo, dude. Yeah, okay.
Oh my god. Yeah, why is it destroying my voice now? Oh my god. 65 mana coins. More gifts for Taka.
Looks like you're done. The headmaster limits discussions or packed up in a fashionable way. Passion and fashion, aren't they the same? Are they different? Who cares? You don't need any of this to live a good life anyway. Let's move on to the voting time. You don't need any extra decisions, right? Pick the person you believe is the blackhead. Everyone make your choice, even the switch in front of you. And one more thing, just as a reminder, triple check that you voted for someone. If I ever see a blank ballot, you know what happens. I'm sure none of you would want to be punished for something so trivial as that. Okay then, time to get excited. You will be chosen at the back end. We make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong choice. Boo. What's gonna happen? What's it gonna be?
Oh man. Poor Mitch. I'm just about to die here. Oh wait, this is clean. This part was clean. There's some parts that are like, you know, they scream like this is a fan game made in the early 2010s. But some parts are really clean, like that one. I was impressed.
Oh, bingo! The back of his trial. That's the murder killed Kyokamaki. It's none other than Matsuhiro Higa.
Hold on.
Mr. Higa, did you really?
Mitch, why did you kill her and tell us? I was a big fan of yours. I like Sonic too. I admire your talent as a rising star. Why did you have to? Cut it out and say something.
Fine. I killed Kyokamaki.
Are you serious? Finally. Matsuhiro, everything we found out is true. You murdered Kyoka even though she wasn't your target. I'm not saying it's okay to set up a murder, but you could have quit and spared Kyoka when your plan went wrong. Why didn't you do that? Why were you so stubborn about killing someone? Kyoka did nothing to you.
But I just had to get out of here after watching that video.
That video?
Just that thought. That is the only possible answer.
You mean the motive? Monokuma showed us the DVD just yesterday. The contents must have been different for each student. When I watched my video, I felt myself wrapping a surge of emotion, demanding me to escape here using any means possible. I even pondered the thought of murder. Mitch must have killed due to the same reason.
I'm aware how serious the crime is. Even a million apologies won't be enough for what I did. But I had to do it. I had to get out of this place, and for that, I did murder. Matsuhiro, you bastard! I don't know if I know what you saw in the video, but can you guess what's on mine? Every soccer stadium in the world being reduced to ashes, terrorist attacks attacking FIFA headquarters, and world-class soccer players having gone missing.
Every single soccer player because of one teenager.
On top of that, my home team was also...
Huh.
How could that just make me possible? I'm sorry.
That's exactly like my case. This can't be good. It seems something happened to Whelp.
It seems that something happened to a big of Yuki man is warm and caring family. Boo. What could possibly have happened in his house?
To Matsuhiro, soccer would have been like the home where he belongs. Witnessing his own sweet home being completely destroyed would feel...
Attack on FIFA HQ? Come on, you know that's utter nonsense.
Right, and it doesn't only pertain to yours. All of our videos have been manipulated. You should have fallen for his trap. Ugh. I couldn't stop trembling after watching my video because it was just as shocking and terrifying as yours. It wasn't just you. It was everyone's fight, even Kyoka's. Even though she watched the same as said video, she was trying to overcome her shock. Ugh.
You asshole.
I can't help myself. Soccer's my everything. I'd even say it's more important than my life. I know murder's wrong, but I had to see with my own eyes that the video was real, even if it meant killing another person.
Let me ask you one thing. Suppose that your plan went without a hitch and you got out. What if you found out the video was forged? What were you going to do when you heard about the class trial and the entrance ceremony, didn't you? The victory of the Blackened is equivalent to the death of everyone else minus the Blackened. My point is that by setting off your murder plan, you opted to take the lives of us 14 for your own needs. But were you aware of the full weight of your choice, or at least prepared to face the consequences? I doubt it. You know what I want to say? You're nothing more than an ignorant moron who wanted to get out of here using soccer as an excuse. Of course our videos were shocking as yours, otherwise it won't even be a motive. If that alone was sufficient enough to make a person murder, all of us would have done it by now. But in reality, you were the only one to commit murder. What do you think made the difference? Could it be prioritizing your selfish desires over your so-called friends? Ray, stop it. Don't try to make this any more complicated. Are you telling me this idiot got shocked by the DVD, then just went on to murder someone without even being mentally prepared?
No, I won't deny that. My soccer really was my everything.
Actually, it was pretty well planned out. He managed to come up with a complex trick immediately after murdering Kyoka. The rookie being his initial target doesn't look like confidence either. You thought his talent would be an obstacle to your path, didn't you? Bullseye, I suppose.
Right. In the very beginning, Mitch was willing to murder even without the motive. A malice beyond description. That's what took Kyoka's life. But, so what? Does it even matter? Monokuma was the ultimate ringleader behind all this. Monokuma is the one who drove Mitch to that point. You know what, Mitch? Right after watching the motive, Kyoka told me Haru and Satsuki did this. Murder motives, anxiety, just push them to the side and have fun. That's the way we can chill out and strengthen our bond. Kyoka probably got the same amount of shock as you, but she was trying to overcome the situation by getting everyone together. If she had the chance to talk with you yesterday, things could have gone different.
Boo! Why is that so fascinating? Who would have guessed that the world-class celebrity is nothing more than a bad-tempered coward? This is why you should never judge a book by its cover. No one ever even thought that V. Mitch Higa would murder.
What? What are you talking about? It's your fault. The entire situation, Mitch's murder, it's all your fault. How can you even say that?
Oh, don't be salty. What's done is done. Don't you got a carpe diem? Oh, what's with the attitude? If you're trying to fight me, give up. You'll probably end up hanging with your dead friend anyway. Besides, you guys don't scare me at all.
Shut up, Monokuma. I don't know where you got the balls for that, but someday I'll bring you to justice myself.
Tsurugi might be the exception. Gee, how long have you guys been holding me back? We better get started.
Started on what?
The punishment. What else would it be? I told you, punishment was the loser of the class trial.
Punishment? You mean execution?
Just give me a sec. I'm guilty. I deserve death. I deserve any kind of punishment. I know I can't ever make up for my crime. But still, are you really gonna kill me? I'm sure I killed Kyoka, but isn't that a bit different? Seriously, you're gonna take my life? I can explain it. I must have been crazy. I'm sorry, I'll never do it again. I can't rot in jail for the rest of my life. Just don't kill me. Yeah, I'll do anything you want. You can have all the money I'm for playing soccer, okay? I don't want to die. Help me. I don't do anything but die. Yeah, I'm begging you. Please don't kill me. Guys, do something. I'm gonna die for real. This is not a joke.
Notwithstanding Mitch's desperate eyes, everyone turned their heads away from him, including myself.
Boo, what is this? Are you scared of dying? Were you ready for this when you became the Blackened? Above all, you stripped in order. You killed Kyoka. Whatever the laws outside may be, the rule here is simple. An eye for an eye, a death for a death.
Roll credits. Oh my gosh.
No matter what you do, you can't avoid punishment.
Once revealed to be the Blackhead, you are punished. That's an iron-bound rule. Now save your breath and let us begin. I certainly wouldn't want my students to procrastinate. So I prepared a special punishment for the Blackhead, Mitsuhiro Higa, ultimate soccer player. No, go away, go away. Let's give it all we've got. It's punishment time! No!
Here we go. Mitsuhiro has been found punishment. Has been found guilty. Oh man! Oh wow! This is so crisp, man. This game, some parts are really lacking, but some parts are amazing. Oh god! Oh god! This is just like Leon. Is he gonna get kicked with soccer balls to death? That'd be so lame. If it's just a rehash of Leon. Well, I'm good. It's good that he died because that voice destroys my voice, so can't do it for too long. I don't need to do it anymore. Oh, okay, so it's not a rehash of Leon. He's gonna be the soccer ball then. God damn. Oh, this is so clean. I love this. Holy shit. He burned to a crisp. Rest in peace, Mitch. Well then. God damn. Can't say I was too attached to him. I think that's interesting that wait a second. I think it's interesting that, you know, in the other games, there's like a sympathetic culprit, you know, in the first cases. But here, Mitch was not that sympathetic. He was just kind of a guy.
Yeah, the failure gets the thrill, this excitement. You know, I feel this excitement at punishment time.
Mitch is dead.
It happened in an instant. Mitsuhiro Higa, who was alive and breathing merely minutes ago, now grounded us in death amidst the scorching flames across the screen. Despair. That's exactly what came up in my mind. Mitsuhiro committed murder. Of course he was unforgivable. But this is too harsh. We have to keep doing this. I can't. Anyone, please, get me out of here.
Boo! If you don't want this to happen, don't kill. None of us would have happened if you simply stopped caring about the outside. After all, it was Mitsuhiro's own selfish desires that led to his murder. You guys were the ones responsible for this. But how can we forget about the outside world? It's impossible.
Monokuma, what is your intention? What do you get from committing this heinous act?
Intention? Intention? Huh, what's that? Sounds too hard for me. Nobody cares anyway. You don't have to know it. Just heed to my words and voila, I'll be fine. Besides, you won't understand even a word, even if I tell you not even the slightest bit about what's going on right now. A total waste of time, right?
You son of a...
Oh no, how intimidating. Well, case closed. This class trial's officially over. Everyone rest in peace.
Hey, wait!
He's gone.
Damn it. What are we supposed to do now? In silence, everyone kept on staring at the spot where Monokuma was standing. Although the class trial was over, none of us looked eager to leave the courtroom. After losing 2 friends on a single day, and realizing escape is still far out of our reach, we couldn't help but freeze in despair.
Everyone, we need to stay calm. If we lose hope here, we won't be able to accomplish anything.
But my legs aren't moving after watching that execution. How are we supposed to stay calm when our friend has met such a horrible end?
Friend? Friend? Who is this friend you're talking about?
What?
Huh? Who else can it be but Matsuhiro?
Calling him friend? I don't get it.
Oh god damn, he has a bit of a turn here.
Are you calling a murderer your friend?
What's wrong with you? Tsurugi, sure, Mitsuhiro killed Kyoka. He deserved punishment, but he was still our friend for the past few days, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. Now he's the only criminal who got what he deserved for committing the worst possible crime on Earth. Oh, what's so surprising about that?
You may argue that Matsuhiro deserved the death penalty, but you condone Monokuma's actions.
Are you condoning Higa's murder? Yes, Monokuma killing him was also murder. Monokuma's criminal worthy of death too. But letting Higa live would have been just as absurd. There ought to be retribution for every murder.
What are you saying? You're glad that Mitch died?
Of course, no murderer has the right to live regardless of how many they've killed.
What? Sure, Tsurugi has said he despises criminals more than anything else. His dream was to end all crime in the world, but still, saying he's glad for someone's death even if someone was a murderer? That's insane. These will also say killing a murder is acceptable?
No way. If you kill a criminal, then he'd be a criminal too. However, wasn't Monokuma already a criminal to start with? When did I say I'll excuse Monokuma's actions? I'm just saying he got the thing he deserved. I loathe that bear scum more than anything, but there's one thing I said I can agree on. An eye for an eye, a death for a death. That's my motto as a police officer. I like this. They are making this guy pretty complex, and I like that. I really like that. Lunatic.
Isn't it a bit problematic for a police officer to say that?
Why would it be problematic? I think the real problem is the current legal system. I'm going to work hard to change the laws in this country. No, the entire world. I'll create a world where no one could dare commit a crime. That's why I need to get out of this place. Same goes for all of you. Stop thinking about that killer and strategize on how we'll fight Monokuma. I'm not supporting him, it's a hero, but something is definitely wrong with you. Wrong? To me, the way you're acting is wrong. Don't you realize that you're already approving his actions by caring about his death?
Criminal, not someone just died. How do you react like that when a human being was murdered right in front of you?
How could I? The criminals don't count as human beings to me. Huh, leader?
Yeah, Tsurugi, what happened to you? You weren't like this.
What do you mean? I was like this the entire time. I was just giving some advice to those of you who were being overly hysterical. Of course, I'm aware that I'm ultimately the one to blame. Kyoko would have died if I had been more alert. Therefore, from now on, I won't allow another murder to happen in school no matter what it takes. It's my duty to protect you all, isn't it?
You!
Stop. Mikako. She spoke? Everyone's exhausted. Let's go to our rooms and rest. Calm down. We can talk again tomorrow. Right, this is mind-blowing incident got us all heated up. Let's cool our heads and talk again tomorrow.
Fine. I don't think you can think logically in this condition either.
And thus our first class trial came to a close in the worst possible note. If it wasn't for Mikako, we might have broke into a fight. Somehow I feel like everyone went crazy. No, I feel like I might be the one who's crazy. 2 of us died in a single day. It'd be weird to not go crazy. Will we ever get out of this place? Will we ever escape this monstrous killing game? We took the elevator back to the school building and quietly dismissed ourselves. The atmosphere felt heavy, and a feeling of distrust seemed to pervade us everywhere like it did on the first day. Everything that happened today feels like memories of a distant past. Surrounded by this bizarre environment, my sense of reality was slowly fading away. The day I left home for Hope Speak Academy, a week prior to today, seemed like it was from a long time ago. I couldn't even recall what my parents looked like, my family. Kyoka, the trial, Mitch, execution, Tsurugi, my brain drifting in confusion as these thoughts kept swirling my mind. We made it through our first class trial, the very embodiment of despair without achieving anything. But this was merely the beginning of despair. There we go, everyone. We are done with chapter 1 of this game. I'm gonna be honest, you know, there are a lot of things I like. And who's the Link? Is that the girl? Oh, that's the surgeon. She looks like Link from Legend of Zelda. There are a lot of things I like. And there are a lot of things that I think are strange. I think the cases are a little too easy, honestly. I know that was the tutorial. It's the first case. Of course, it's going to be easy. So I shouldn't feel big brain for getting a decent amount of the clues. I hope it'll get harder from here on out. I like when the cases are like complex and you can't really tell what's going to happen until like the very end. I like the characters. They're pretty cool. I like Tsurugi. At first, I thought he would just be kind of like a Kaido. Just like a stand-up guy. But no, he's complex. He doesn't appreciate murder. I like Rei, even though she's very similar to Byakuya. I hope there's some depth there. Everyone else seems pretty minor in comparison. I think that's a big flaw with these sort of things. You know, like total drama, fanfiction, for example, where you focus on a few big characters and everyone else is kind of sidelined. I think, you know, at the moment... Yeah, granted, there's always going to be the main trio. You have Yuki, you have Rei, and you have Tsurugi, and maybe Akane as well. So that's cool. But at the moment, everyone else feels very supplementary, and I hope we get to learn more about all kinds of characters. We definitely will, but hopefully we don't learn about them just as they're A, murderer, or B, a victim, right? That would be kind of lame. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm enjoying it. Definitely enjoying it, and, yeah. See you guys next time, I guess. That's it for the game. Thank you for playing. You've reached the end of the demo. You may choose to save your progress here, which will allow you to continue from this point in future releases. Like save your progress? Fuck yeah. So, yeah, I don't have Chapter 2 loaded at the moment. I'm going to have to download it for next time. I guess I'll be back, next week. I don't really plan on playing for the rest of the week because we have Great Ace Attorney, and I'm going to be busy tomorrow. So, yeah, next time we do this, Chapter 2 will be next week. I think what we're going to do is we're going to try to do one chapter a week. That seems reasonable to me. So yeah, thanks for watching.